Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mandem Talk. We are live. We are here in the building. Thursday, you know the score, people. Mandem Talk as usual. And there's a lot to discuss, man. There is a lot to discuss today, indeed. We're with the brothers in the building. We've got man like AJ in the building. AJ, what are you telling me, bro? Everything blessed?
Calm, man. Good to be here again. We man saying.
Yeah, all blessed, man. Can't complain, man. Can't complain at all. Rants in the building. What you saying, man? Everything good?
All good, my bro. I'm all good, man. Just chilling.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Come on. I don't know what's going on with my camera. A little bit fuzzy, but I'll sort that out in a second. But listen, man, a lot to discuss. You get me? It's all kicking off in the world of transfers. You get me? Didn't expect it to be this mad already. You feel me? But it just goes to show, man, everyone's got to sort things out quite early on, man. And yeah, it's the Elliot Anderson show right now, man. And today there's an update on the Elliot Anderson situation. Manchester City remain in talks for Elliot Anderson after first bid rejected, but Forest want more than 100 million. Elliot Anderson, Sandro Tonali is emerging a strong option for Man City if Anderson deal can't get done. Arsenal also keen on Tonali. I mean, listen, this debate is going on right now in terms of 100 million. Like, is he worth it? Is he not? I'll start with you, AJ. Anderson, is he worth the 100 million? When you look at the market right now, forget the player for a second. The market, is he worth 100 million? Talk to me.
The thing is, yeah, if you say market, then obviously he is worth 100 million because he's English. The market tend to make English players more expensive. You see Gordon going to Barca for 80. Obviously, it's euros, isn't it? So like, cool. You could say based off that 100 million, in it. However, for me personally, it's not 100 million. Like I just don't think that type of player should be going for 100 million. I don't think he's shown enough to be getting bought for 100 million. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand why a team like City would be willing to just pay 100 million because they've got less things to sort out within their squad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they can afford to spend 100 million because they've got less players that they have to get. Whereas we already know, bro, we've got 2 midfielders in our squad now. We've got other areas that we need to sort out. We can't afford to be spending 100 million on one player. We know this. If it was next season, and let's say, or maybe in 2 seasons' time, when we've got a lot of other players sorted and we're a team that have a stable foundation, everywhere's kind of sorted out. We just need to add little players here and there to take us to the next level. Then we can be looking at signing a one-off player for 100 million and then having to reallocate money. But to be spending 100 million now on Anderson it just sounds like a mistake we've made in the past. We shouldn't do that.
Yeah, Rants, man. The fan base are demanding a hijack. They're saying, yo, what are we doing, man? Like, for once, I would have thought the fan base would be on the same page to know.
Why would you think that, bro? This fan base has shown time and time again, yeah, that they ain't got a clue. So why would you think this time's gonna be any different?
Bro, I just don't get it though. Like, I hear, like, and this is Adrian's point is very, very valid. Like, I hear Anderson might be a good player, but broski, do you realize that sort of money is ridiculous, man? For a player, let's be honest, man. He's had one good season. Like, he might have done all right at Newcastle.
Yeah, but even the good season, yeah, even the good season. How do we quantify, how good the season was? Because I'm a fan of Anderson's, yeah, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way at all, because I rate him, yeah, but I'm not paying 100 million, yeah, for a player with no outstanding qualities, bruv. That's my personal opinion. I think he's a very good all-rounder. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing him to Declan Rice because I think he's a better player, but Declan Rice is another player. He's an all-rounder. Like, he's got no outstanding qualities for me. Like, he's not a great passer. He's not a great anything. Do you know what I mean? And when I look at Anderson, I see a player is good at a lot of things, but he's not the best passer that man can go get. He's not the most press resistant that man can get. Man's not the most anything that man can get. He's just a good all-round player. And we've already got an all-rounder in Kobe Mainoo. So man don't need another all-rounder, bro. Like, I just don't see the point in signing another all-rounder, bro. Like, it makes no sense for 100 million. And like AJ was saying, yeah, he might be worth 100 million to Man City because they've got less gaps to fill.
Yes.
He's not worth 100 million to us because we've got plenty of gaps to fill, yeah. And bringing him in, yeah, cool, it improves us, but then we still got loads of work to do. So it's not 100 million well spent. We can get 2 players, yeah, for the price of how much he's gonna cost. That's the reality. We can get 2, and we need numbers, bro. That's what we need. We need numbers. We need quality, but we need numbers. And in my opinion, yeah, I don't think the golfing class between him and the players we've been linked with is
that big. Yeah,
like it's not, bro. If you end up getting,
right.
you go get Alex Scott, yeah, for 55 million, yeah, like this brother is not worth double the money of an Alex Scott, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's up to people if they want to decide if he's better than him or how much he is better than him, but it's not 55 million better. It's not twice better. Do you know what I'm saying? If you look at a Baleba, if you look at a Fernandez, he's not twice better than all of these guys. And all of these guys will be in the ballpark of 55 to 60 million. So why would you go and spend 100 million on a player that's not 50 million better than the players that we're already linked with, bro? Like, no, bro. It doesn't make no sense.
There's not a golfing class, is there, in terms of Anderson, Scott, you know, these players here, Mateus Fernandez. I don't think there's a golfing class to be worth 100 million plus. We're not even talking about 100 million, guys. 120 they won, 115. So,
bro, like the thing is, look at Anderson, yeah. If I ask people what's Anderson's profile, you can't tell me because he's an all-rounder, bro. Like he's not a sitter. He's not a sitter that screens and breaks up play. He don't score goals. Do you know what I mean? He don't get loads of assists. Like he's an all-rounder, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's 100 million for all-rounder. Like, nah, bro, not in the system that we want. And he doesn't hold his position. He's another drifter, bro. We already got Bruno. We don't need 2 drifters, blood. Man, gonna get opened up with him and Bruno in the same midfield. I just think profile-wise, he don't suit us. He's a good player, but he does not suit us profile-wise. So for us to spend that money, I said it before, and I'll say it again. It was like buying Pogba. It was like buying Sancho. We bought players that were good players, but we had no fucking plan for them. None. We didn't have the players around them to facilitate them. We just bought them because they were good, bro. And then we end up hanging them out to dry. If he comes to Man United, he won't be what people think he's going to be because he'll unbalance the midfield, bro, and everyone will look shit.
I think sometimes we might. The best way to describe it is maybe like a jack of all trades, but like maybe master of none in terms of like.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You need all rounders in midfield.
It's not. It's negligence though from Man United's point of view, and this is where United fans have to relax a little bit. Like just because that might be the talk of the town right now doesn't mean that you need to go and get that player, bro. Like I feel like for once, this summer has so many talent available. Like it doesn't need you to be scrambling over the line for a player worth that amount of money. It doesn't. And even Man City are even hesitating a little bit because they're saying now Tonali is their backup if they don't get him.
But City walk away from players all the time if the price ain't right. They've done it a million times. They've done it with Maguire. They've done it with Rice. They did it with Fred. They did it with Jorginho. Did it with Cucurella, bro. And the list goes on, bro. Like City are not prepared to pay more than they want to pay, and it's always been that. So Forest could really end up keeping him like they ended up keeping Morgan as well. Gibbs White. It could happen.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you're not the talk of the town next season.
Yeah, and you've got another player. And what if he doesn't play well? Then his value goes down, similar to what happened to Baleba.
Yeah, Baleba, exactly that. You know what I mean? Like you go next season, and all of a sudden you don't have the same sort of like standard as you had this season. It can happen, no? Especially, you know what I mean, this day and age of Premier League, bro. Like Premier League moves quite quickly, bro. Like you could literally be the talk of the town, and then all of a sudden, man don't rate you anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, it's happened too many times.
Yeah, that's how football is, bro. That's how football is, bro. Like everyone likes the shiny new toy. They forget who's actually jugging. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, the Anderson thing, cool, it's nice and that, but bro, even this is the thing, This is why I say football can change your mind quickly because he could go World Cup, stink it out, or just get benched for Kobe, and guys will say, "Oh, maybe he's not that good," just based off that tournament alone.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know what it is? He plays for England, so the chances of him going and doing nothing are quite high. You know them, one.
Yeah.
So there's a chance he goes, has a shit World Cup, because bro, let's be honest. That England team reeks, innit? Like, let's be honest, it reeks. So I don't know. Him and Rice in midfield, Because it's probably going to be him, Rice, and Bellingham. Yeah, that midfield reeks, bruv. Or him, Rice, and Rodgers. That reeks. Yeah. That ain't doing anything. So
they left all the technical stuff at home, fam.
Bro, that's mad.
Yeah, they left it all. Literally, Mama, Wharton, Scott. You know, all of the technical players have left at home. Like, it just shows you, innit, like what football's becoming now, innit, in terms of.
Kobe's there, though. Kobe's there. They know what time.
He's there to warm the bench, bro. I'll be honest.
Of course. Well, they know what time is it right now.
Kobe's on someone's neck, by the way. There's somebody that's about to lose their shirt. I'm showing you.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, we got it at home, bro. Like, what you saying, Musa? Obviously, I watched your video before, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them ones where life changes, isn't it? You get me? Like, it's one of them where people forget in it too soon. But yeah, man, Anderson, City, what are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, like I told man what I told man, yeah. Conor Gallagher on steroids. Man, like it who likes it, hate it who hate it. Bro. I'm telling man and I'm telling man again, because when Conor Gallagher got his move to Atletico Madrid, it weren't because people didn't rate him. It wasn't because he wasn't rated. I remember the hype. I remember how he was moving at Crystal Palace. But I want to say this again. Anderson is a good player, and I'm not saying he's not a good player. But what I'm saying is that it didn't stop Nottingham Forest getting chefed up how they got chefed up. That's including Gibbs White being next to him. Like, for me, when I see Anderson coming to United, it doesn't fill me up with like, raw, this player is going to stop us getting moved to. Like, the way we're being hyped. Like, when I'm getting paid 100 million, you have to stop us getting moved to. 100 million pound players in the middle of the park are the players who turn up at the biggest game and stop man getting moved to. And I don't think he's that guy. But I think that as good as he is, he keeps us moving and functioning as a well-oiled engine. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's 70 million pound at max because of the English tax. 80 million. It's not 100 and something. When I pay that type of money, we want you to do stuff like Pogba done at City when man's 2-0 down and you just flipping, get the ball and just start moving it around, scoring goals and moving mad. I just don't think he's got with him. So that's why I'm not really too fast. And again, Tejas Fernandez, I know what I've seen. I've gone back. I don't think there's a better passer of long balls right now in the Premier than this youth. The way he just he's cold. Like, he'll just pick it up, left wing, right wing. He's just sending balls comfortably, you're not even have to break stride with it. So again, like I said, he's a young Xavi Alonso, and he's technically sound. And what you're getting him for 60 million, which really we all know, like we said, if West Ham stayed up, he could be an 80 million pound player, 85. It's not a joke. Like, you can't flip in, look at that and underestimate the value of getting someone like that in. And again, getting players who want to play for Man United. If Elliot Anderson was saying, listen, I'm not going anywhere but United, I won't even be saying anything. I'd be like, right, the kid really wants to play for us. Yeah. He's told everyone. He's not doing that.
City. Yeah, he's prioritizing.
Yeah, so it's long. So that's why I'm not even getting into the conversation. Because if he was saying that, I'd probably saying that about him. I'll be like, yeah, that's the guy we need to go and get. He wants to play for United. He's shown the desire to play for us. Maybe we can go up another level. But just based on what I'm seeing now, the fact that he wants to go City, and what is he waiting to hear City get charges and they might get relegated? Then he comes to us. Is that what we're dealing with now?
Yeah, well, bro, I mean, 115 million, 115 charges, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on around there, man. But you know what it is, man? It's a topic to have, though. Shout out to Texila Building, though. Like, in terms of like the way football's going right now, like, I don't think the 30 million, 35 million players are worth that amount of money nowadays. Like, Amari Hutchinson, I made a comment before on Dan Potts' show. He's not worth 35 million, but then the market dictates that he's worth 35 million. So, but now we're heading into a very dangerous territory of this is what the fee is. If you want to pay for it, you're going to have to if you want the player, you have to pay for it. Like, it's not a case of like the buyer has almost sort of control. Like, if the market is good, which is fair enough, the midfield market is very, very good. But we are going into a dangerous territory. And I start with you, maybe, Texino, of like the market is dangerous right now. If you fall into the trap, you go and create a whole deeper madness because now you're the team that paid that much money. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Mandem, 90 million for Pogba, brother, that's a bargain with a deep it.
I take one off for you. You look vexed, man. You look vexed.
Pardon?
You look
Nah, bro,
vexed,
I'm taking it in, fam. What you talking about, bro?
Hey.
Talk about next man's looks, bro. I chill out, bro. You got gal on your phone, bro. You know what I mean? But anyways, look, listen, at the end of the day,
I like
yeah,
Diamante. Come on.
in terms of what you were saying, like, for me personally, when you even look at Nottingham and what they done with Anthony Elanga, bro, they man robbed Newcastle broad daylight. The guy can't even get a start over there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can't even get a start over there. So when you talk about like the market fluctuating and obviously the trajectory of prices, bro, Elliot Anderson is not £100 million. I think we all know this. Elliot Anderson is a powerful midfielder. He's very dynamic. He's good on the football. And because he's had a few highlight reels, like a couple nutmegs on Morgan Rogers, couple little swift turns, they now think that he's one of these like skillful techie midfielders. Like the things that I've been hearing about him in the last couple of days is like, excuse me? It sounds like you're talking about a Mateus Fernandez or a Vitinha, someone of that sort of ilk. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's that type of player. He's a very good utility player. He's someone who I would like to play in like a single pivot and then having 2-8s because he can accommodate for a regista. Do you know what I mean? And at the same time, as Rance does say, he vacates the midfield a lot because he is pretty dynamic. Like he gets on the ball all over the park. Someone like that, you should not be paying £100 million for. It's the same thing as Declan Rice. If he doesn't excel in anything, why are we spending that type of money on that sort of midfielder, innit? Don't get it twisted. I rate Elliot, bro. I rate him highly. I think he's a United player in terms of just the desire that he has on the pitch. I think the intensity, the tenacity, again, the engine. He's a United sort of player, someone who can get the fans off their seat by not really doing anything extravagant, but hitting a man in a 50-50, etc., and then playing progressive passes, innit? However, he doesn't excel at anything. So what am I paying £100 million for? I think Musa hit the nail on the head, bro. You go and do that for a Maverick, someone who could go win you games. Do you know what I mean? If you're in a burning building, can this man come and save lives? Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's a thing like that with Elliot Anderson. I think he could be a good accommodating midfielder. But yeah, he's not going to be the standout midfielder. I think someone even said it about Morgan Gibbs-White as well, bro. I think there's been games where obviously he's shone much more.
Yeah,
he's
gone missing. And when he went missing, that's when I was like, bro, I'm not doing nothing with this Elliot Anderson guy. And I think it's the fact that when he came to Old Trafford and he performed, I was like, do you know what? He is decent. Like, I'll believe in the hype a bit. But bruv, within the last couple of days, I promise you guys will talk about Jogger Benito and that, bro. He don't put the jogger in Benito. I'm not hearing that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But listen,
positioning as well, you know, can't like positioning as well is a big thing because I feel like because if you talk about 100 million, like because what they're doing is they're doing this. Rice was 100 million, Caicedo was 100 million. Now, even though I'm not Rice's biggest fan, when you watch him in Arsenal's midfield off the ball, his positioning, he finds a way to be there. Like he will get the ball back for them. He'll find a way to position himself in a position where he just does everything defensively in that midfield. You can see it. That's why Arsenal fans love him so much. Caicedo at his best, he's similar to that. If you watch when Chelsea are good, Caicedo finds a way to his position is mad. There. I don't think like when I watch Anderson on the ball, a lot of work rate. If you watch his positioning though, especially when they play him in the 6, it's not the best. It's not.
But it's not. But that's what I said. Man's an all-rounder. People are like, oh yeah, but he's top of every metric. Yeah, that's because he's doing every man's job, blood. You know what I mean? He's doing every man's job, and he's not doing every man's job to a high level, blood. But he's doing every man's job. Think about it. If I'm playing midfield for a team, and I'm allowed to go wherever I want, I'm picking up the ball from the centre backs. I'm breaking forward, brother. I'm gonna have big chances created. I'm going to have the most passes. I'm going to have the most progressive passes because I'm playing 3 positions, blood. But I'm not doing any of the 3 positions to a high level. That's why he don't get goals or assists. Because it's not like... Because he's high up the pitch, but he's not scoring and he's not really assisting, bro. Like, I think he got like something like 4 goals this season, maybe, or... Yeah, 4 maybe goals and I think 5 assists. But even if you look at all the metrics as well, he doesn't dominate, you know. I think James Garner is either right behind him or he beats him in a few of these metrics. That people don't know how to read numbers, bro. So why exactly are we looking at James Garner as even an £80 million minimum
player.
Bro, people
Bro,
don't know how to read
no.
statistics and they don't know how to read numbers. This is the
I know.
problem, bro. You put him in a different team with a different role, you don't know how he's gonna perform. You do not know.
Facts.
Bro, not even just that, but you see when people don't know how to apply players into better sides. So, for example, like we all know, he's got a lot of all attribute traits in it. But it's like when you go to a top team, there are players for specific roles. You can't show everything you can do all at once. We want you to do one specific thing. How well can you do that one specific thing at times? Do you know what I'm saying? So if he's coming to play next to Kobe, and let's say he is the 6 or whatever you want to call it, if I'm looking at you saying, oh, the person we had before you had amazing position, and that's why it worked with Kobe, but you don't have amazing positioning, but you're very good at running forward, all of a sudden you don't look as great.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we got. That's the problem, because he's not better than Bruno in the 10. He's not better than Kobe in an 8. So what? Is he a 6?
And then you ask him to do the 6. Like, brother, that's crazy, bro. That's trying to.
No,
like,
so mad.
just
Bear
trying
man will
to
tell
eat.
you that he is better than Kobe, though.
Yeah,
man.
but bro,
that's fake
them man
news.
don't
We know the
know.
reality. We know the
Bro, this is
reality
his
right
first
now.
international tournament, you know. So let them man talk. They can say whatever they want to talk. It's his first international
Kobe
tournament.
saved
Kobe's
lives.
played in a final.
That's what I'm saying. Kobe went to the Euros and saved lives, man. Them. You see that burning building that you're talking about? Kobe ran in there and saved lives. He's already done it. He went in there and saved
Fireman
lives.
Sam is black. Fireman Sam is black, fam. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And he
I'm
got
telling
seasoning,
you.
bro. Ghanaian seasoning, blood. You understand?
Brother, I'll be
And
real,
this is
yeah.
what-
Bringing in Anderson and asking him to sit behind Kobe, yeah, and play in the 6
It's insane.
is a waste of money, blood. Do you know what I mean? It's like trying to, bro. It's like trying to eat fucking soup with a fork, bro. It don't make sense.
Bro, for a bills.
Bro, 100.
It's
Brother,
not-
you're paying 100 million to ask man to do a job that he's not built for, bro.
Don't make no sense.
Bro, if we're going to spend 100 million, like, can you imagine if we had Kai Sado in the middle of the park? Like, the Kai Sado, we would know the levels. Like, you see players that make you feel like you've got 12 men on the pitch. I'm paying 100 million for that. Any man that makes man feel like we've got 12 men on the pitch, that's what I'm paying 100 million. Like, these men at their best make you feel like you've got an extra man on the pitch. And that's why I always go back to... Go on.
What would you value a Federico Valverde at in today's market?
Bro, 100 million, 80 million, 80 to 100
90,
million.
I reckon.
Yeah, 90.
Yeah.
Is that just
He's
because
world
of
class,
the
though.
versatility?
Versatility, everything. I think.
Because you can play right back and about 90 M's, I think.
Yeah, 90 M's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And then last question: does he excel in anything though? Maybe long range shooting, but how consistent?
You can bang shots.
Nah, you can
Yeah.
slap that, so you can hit that, broski. You know what I mean? Guys are ducking out when you see him winding up, bro. Trust me.
I think technically, people don't give him the flowers. I think technically he's very, very good.
He's technically good. He's a good ball
decent,
winner. And positionally, he reads the game well. That's
Very
something
well,
that we haven't seen of Anderson. We haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could that argument, by the way, be put towards Tonali, that Tonali doesn't really excel at a lot of stuff to be worth that 100 million as well? Because I do believe Tonali,
he's an all-rounder as well, but he reads the game
not great.
well, blood. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
one thing I felt with Tonali.
That's
as
why
well.
I said we're linked to 2 all-rounders now, Mateus Fernandez, and obviously we've got Edson in, who are doing similar stuff for half the price. And that's why I feel like Man United is, you know what, cool, we get it, but we're going to go this way because we think, and to the point where, like I said, and I said that with Tonali and Ederson,
Also,
in terms of them being similar.
coming it out. It's crackling bare. Coming it out.
Hey, do you know the only thing I'm scared of? The only thing I'm scared of is that we do this thing where we sign a bunch of midfielders based on the fact that the deal's good, but then the problem is you have to then play them, and you could.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. The problem is you have to then play them, and if none of them are actually like really, really good, then it makes our midfield look a bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
But they're all good though.
As in, like
They're all
to
good players.
a mad level though. That's the thing, because I think some of them are good, but I
they're
don't.
all
I
good
think
players.
some of them. I think they're all good players, but I also feel like some of them look better because of the price.
I don't think so.
What do you
I don't think
mean?
so at all.
Like, for example, I rate Mateus Fernandez, but he definitely looks better because of the price. If he was,
I don't think
more
so,
expensive,
brother. If you
I'd
saw
rush him.
If you
Or
saw
if he was 80
Fernandez's
million, 100
exact,
million, you'd rush him.
if you saw Fernandez's exact profile,
I don't get the point though.
If you saw Fernandez's exact profile, yeah, with a player who maybe man were more familiar with and you'd seen them for 3 or 4 seasons, bro, like you would say that he's worth way more than we're gonna pay, bro, because his actual ability is very, very high, bro. He passes with both feet. He's a ball winner. He's a ball carrier. He can shoot. He does a lot of things to a very high level, bruv. And the fact when you look at his age as well, like, bro, he's one of them players. If you don't sign him now, he costs 30-40 million pound more next season, which is why, like, the fact that you got PSG sniffing around, they don't just be sniffing around, like, especially midfielders. When you look at the profile of their midfield, the fact that they think he fits, but they were happy to fuck Ugarte off, bro, it tells you everything you need to know. Do you know what I mean? If Enrique's approved him, he can play, blood.
But that's what I'm saying. The price sounds nice though. What if they were saying 100 million? You man would say brush him.
No, I don't think anyone's worth 100 million though.
But the thing is, a lot of players that come from that kind of team, it would be very difficult for any team to look at them and say, yeah, 100 million, you're worth it. I just think when you're coming from a lower, it's difficult unless you got the PR. Like, for example, Declan Rice at West Ham. And we're seeing that from Elliot Anderson right now. Because of the PR, people are going to say, yeah, 100 million, 115 million, 120 million. But in reality, are they or were they when they left their teams? They probably weren't. Declan Rice wasn't the best midfielder in the Premier League when he came to
he still isn't. But do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, for instance, look at Carreras here. He was playing for us here. Everyone was hyping him. And then he went to Benfica, right? Everyone was gassing him up. Oh, we should bring him back. We should bring him back. Gone to Real Madrid. No one ain't talking about the youth no more. You know them ones. No one ain't talking about that youth. And when he was at Benfica, these men were talking like he was worth big dough, big dough, big dough. Fuck's he doing now? Nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where sometimes you just need to understand, that like a lot of these men that hype these youths, they don't know good players.
But to be honest, he is a good player for Madrid.
No, he's got good attributes, but it's how it translates to the team you're playing in. It doesn't matter, if you can do some good things, bro. You might be able to do some good things in a certain system for a certain manager in a certain league. Does it transfer? And this is what we were talking about, Elliot Anderson. He does some good things at Forest, but how does it transfer to Manchester United where we need him to be really good at a specific thing? How does it transfer to Real Madrid when they need you to be really good at a specific thing? What if one thing they really need you to be good at, you're not really good at, but you're good at loads of other things? You're useless to them. That's the reality. They're not going to change their style of football just for you.
I'm trying to see what Carrick's trying to do, because when you look at Carrick's interview, it seems like he's trying to get midfielders that can do everything. It seems like
PSG. They got midfielders that can do everything, all of them.
Yeah, but doesn't Elliot Anderson fall into that bracket then?
Yes and no, but it's more the price.
The price, it's the price that's a stumbling block. I think if the price was calm at a good, like, let's say 70 million, I think we'd be all on board with that.
That's it. And also, if he wanted to come to the football club instead of...
I don't think he wants to come like that. I think he's
but that's what I was trying to say. Like, I feel like the reason why we're leaning towards certain players is because of price, though. That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like
on the price thing, bro. I would take Adam Wharton for 100 million today.
If Anderson came out and said from the beginning he wanted Man United and only Man United would make the deal, bro. It's not the price that's putting us.
But I'm not talking about Man United. I'm talking about us, because even if Man United came out, even if he came out and said that, and these man quoted us 100, 105 million, I'm still not going to be happy with that.
Me neither. But I'm talking about the club. The club financially can afford to buy him for 100 million. Yeah, but we're not interested for 100 million because he ain't come out and said he wants to play for us.
And also, I feel like the way they've done the recruitment as well, they're going to compare that guy to the next guy that's on the list, which is probably Matheus Fernandes. And they're thinking, bro, the gap, like we spoke about last time, is not 70 or 60 million or 50 million between him. And we feel like he might have a higher
60 million's another player. That's Lewis Hall, effectively.
There you go. There you go.
And also, because United need 6 signings, it has changed the dynamic of the transfer window. Had United needed what Man City needed, which I think we've mentioned before, of
2 or 3
in a few holes, then I don't mind United spending the odd 100 million on a player that might be just to plug a hole. But reality is, we're not in that situation. We're not. and we have to be able to spread the money around. Now, does that mean you're doing quantity over quality? No, you're still getting players that are of a
Still
good
getting quality.
You know what I mean? The names we're mentioning, they're not shabby names. Like, we're not buying. You see, when Tottenham got 85 million for Bale, they bought Chadley, they bought Bearman.
Saldado in that.
Bro,
Was that the Pavlyuchenko window, or was that the next one?
Yeah, no. Pavlyuchenko was way earlier still because
way earlier.
Which one was that? Nasser Chadli. Who else did they get?
Yeah, Nasser Chadli, Saldado, bro.
Let me check that window.
Oh, this is Saldado window.
Bro,
Yeah,
Mourinho, Ericsson. They had loads of players, bro. That they had
Saldado window, blood. Oh,
wow.
You know that man slapped, bro, for Valencia, bro. He slapped.
Yeah, they bought Capoue. They bought Capoue.
Bentaleb, Ericsson.
Bentaleb, yeah. This
Capoue was decent, you know. Like technical ability, Capoue was a baller,
bro. That window, hey, yo, that window sucks.
Paulinho. Yeah. He was actually all right, you know, Paulinho back in for Barcelona.
Yeah, Paulinho,
yeah.
Lamella, oh my days. Lamella was a highlight, bro.
When he went Watford, he done his thing.
So we're not doing this summer. We're doing actually.
Yeah, we're not doing that shit.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that shit, bro.
So I feel like that's what people are saying, because there's a few people that I've messaged so far, they're saying, yo, but it's about buying quality. And I'm like, yeah, but to a degree, you don't need to be chasing something that's out of you know what I mean? Like out of your reach, bro. Right now, focus on what you have, spread it around, and also make it sure that you count it to the right players. I think Mateus Fernandes is one. You got obviously Edison as well, and then you go and get the Alex Scott or Belebo or let's say, for example, if someone else involved as well. There are plenty of players around. It's not like a striker market where it's dead. The striker market, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, Mandem, Harry Kane, he costs 150 million. Let's do it. You feel me? Sorry, Sorry.
Out of those three midfielders you mentioned, what would then be your starting three?
So for me, I think Mainu keeps his position, Mandem. I can't lie to you. I think Mainu keeps his position.
But he doesn't always have to, though. That's the beauty of it. I think that's the wrong question to ask, AJ, because we need midfielders that all complement each other, bro. It doesn't matter what the starting three is, bro. That's the whole point of having a squad. We should be able to play any three and it works.
No, but because naturally in a season, obviously we're in more competitions now, but we know that there's going to be a part of the season where you put together a run where you're basically playing the same team, because that's just how it is, momentum in football, isn't it?
Especially you need three to set the pace and the standard for everyone else to win. You need three that just set the pace and the standard.
It'll be Kobe and Bruno plus one, whether it's Fernandes or Scott. I think Edison Champions League is a must. You know them ones. It's a must, especially in Europe. But I think he'll play more games in Europe and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't expect him to be in the starting three. He'll be the Europe guy and the cup guy, or he'll be the league guy away from home guy. You know what I'm saying?
I think I need to watch more of Fernandes.
It's probably going to be Fernandes. I'll be real, bro, because there's rumors floating around saying that Fernandes obviously, like, he wants kind of assurances that he's going to get games in it. And to be honest, Fernandes is shown, bruv, throughout the whole season. But brother, if it's him and Scott, bro, I can't lie. That man can rock, paper, scissors. I don't care, bro, because they're both ballers.
But this is what I'm saying.
You know what I said to you, go Rants. You see, when I see these players, this is what I'm going to say again. You see me, the third player, for me, I need a player, whether it's my man that Norridin keeps on talking about. I've been watching.
Sangare, you talking about?
Sangare. Because you always, I need I want Scott, but I think I might have chosen him maybe over Edison, that type of thing. Like, I think he's a good player, even though I was mocking Norridin. But I need a player, Rants, where, like, when we go against them physical midfields that are also talented, I need someone to make us feel like we've got 12 men on the pitch. Like, I need that. Like, there's players out there who are so on it, they just make you feel like you've got extra legs out there.
Yeah, but you do that with numbers, though. You do that with numbers, though, because you could easily...
I'll give you an example, but they've got the talent to go with it. Because some of these guys we're listening to, like, example, Scott, Mateus Fernandes, they're good footballers, all of that.
No, you're talking about the wrong Sangara, by the way. We're not talking about that Sangara. I'm not even for. We're talking about Sangara.
Yeah, but also, Musa, you gotta realize now, it's a system game now, bro. It's a system game, bro.
midfield.
But
It's a
wait,
system
it's a
game. Think about
system.
it. When Arsenal want to overload the midfield, yeah, they play Kai Havertz up front instead of Gyökeres, and then they play Eze on the left because they're midfielders and they drop in, and that's how they overload the midfield. And then if they want to play like a Lewis Skelly at left back, he overloads. They overload with numbers, bro. We could easily overload
But
against
that's
other
the thing, but
teams
they've got
by
that, some of those
you
players,
stick Bruno
like when
on
you
one
look
of
at
the wings,
Declan Rice,
and then you bring in another midfielder, bro, and then that's how you got an extra man in there, bro. They're all mobile enough, they're all
I'm not
tenacious
seeing that
enough, and then
straight
you
from
lose
the height.
something.
I'm still like small technical players, which I've got nothing against. But that's why I said I don't want all three to be the same. You can't get me three small technical players. I need one of them that's got that structure, that can play ball, but can also mix it up. I need
Who would that be?
Yeah, but you're talking about what, someone like a fucking Onana or something like that.
Who would that be?
Yeah. Onana, he's dead food, man.
He's
But
rubbish. I don't want that guy, man. But Marissa likes him. I don't want Onana, bro.
Fernandes, Bruno, Kobe, midfield, yeah. I don't know.
You're not feeling it.
It's not that I'm not feeling it, but it's just like all the things that, like, if that was another team saying that, we know where we're criticizing that midfield, like, we know it can get got at, bro. It can get got at. So that's why I was asking you, what would your midfield three be out of that? That's why I was saying about the price and stuff, because, like,
I get it.
It depends on who we're playing, though. Like, so
some
to
teams
me,
that sit back,
yeah,
Some
because
teams
it depends.
that
Because
play the
exactly. If we're playing against a team and we're gonna have the majority of possession here, and we've got Fernandes in the first phase helping us build out, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And Kobe in front of him, like, we'll wear down teams with that midfield. I don't really have an issue with that. And like I said, if you want to shore up the midfield, because Bruno's going missing, then you put him on the wing and then you bring someone else in, bro. Easy. Just dash him out on the right hand side, bring in another midfielder, bro. And you could play Edison, Fernandes, and Kobe, or you could play Scott, Kobe, and Fernandes. You can do that and just move Bruno, bro. Because really, the gaps come because Bruno leaves the gaps. That's the real reason why the gaps are there. But you can negate that by moving him and still play him. Just move him over.
Yeah. You know what it is, though? I'll let you come in, Nuruddin, as well. It all depends on, as well, the style of play. Also depends on United having a team where we're on the front foot, and therefore, when you have a team that's balanced as well, I think we're lopsided sometimes. We don't attack on our left-hand side as much. So you have Lewis Hall, you're then attacking on that left-hand side.
Yeah.
You then have adequate centre-backs that are ready and consistent as well, that have a connection. Because you got to remember, Arsenal's consistency also comes from the fact that their back four is particularly the same all the time. So you then have consistency to play out from the back. You then have an understanding of the front line as well. Another year of understanding what they're meant to do as well. So it's an evolution of what United will be next season, added with the quality of it is as well, rather than, what front three and how they're going to balance each other. It's going to be everyone connected. That's how you make a team. Everyone connects together. And it becomes
Bruno on the wing is something that I just don't see them doing, in it.
Bro, he's done it before, though. Like, Carrick's done it before.
He's probably done it before, but it's definitely when there's been less options. Because if he had everyone available, there's no way that happens.
No, not at all. Not less options at all. It just depends on what period of the game it is, and depends on who we're playing and where we're playing.
It up.
You can change it up, bro. I think that there's a real possibility of that, bro. In his first stint, he played Bruno in the false nine at times to get him out of the midfield, bro. Like, I could see with more options, him moving Bruno around, bro. Like, the main issue was, Casemiro, Bruno, and Kobe had to play 90 minutes because he don't trust the Mount or Ugarte, bro. So we need to give him the options, and then we'll find out, like, where he's going with this midfield. But we can't keep talking about bringing in players to do two people's running because Bruno is positionally ill-disciplined, because that's what the real conversation is about, blood. Because everyone's talking about gaps in the midfield. It's only because he leaves them. Because if he doesn't leave those gaps, we're not worried about a player that can fucking do three people's running. Because that's effectively what people keep asking about. But what about this? This midfield can be got at. Yeah, it can be got at because he plays as a striker. That's the only reason. He's mobile, so it's not because he can't run. Bruno can run. That's probably his best attribute, is the fact that he runs.
Yeah, I just need a Paul Pogba region in the midfield. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like Nuruddin said, it's Black Lives Matter, man, and that's all I'm saying. Man. Black Lives Matter. I'm just seeing too many I'm just seeing
Take
too
a
many
knee,
type of
FC.
things.
Take a knee.
Yeah, I'm
the
telling you,
NFC.
taking the FC. You know what it is. I'm not.
Man don't want to see Fernandez and
need-
Scott, you know. That's why you want this Belay
That's
video,
what I'm
innit?
saying.
Right?
I'm not. That's why I want to believe. You know what it is? Because see what it is. Yeah, I had to go back and I said to you, see, Believer, yeah, he's a unicorn type of player in terms of. I keep on saying it. When he came onto that scene, yeah, there's not anything in the game that he wasn't doing. Whether it was picking up the ball, breaking, you know, the lines with the passes, scoring free kicks, scoring worldies. He was just all over. Like his metric was mad, but it was an eye test. You could see it. It wasn't something that you were just hearing about on stats. You could see it and be like, right, it's madness. So for me, even if we don't get him, who does that? That's why that kid, that Norridine, Sangara, I looked at him and I've seen his left foot is dangerous. He's similar. And I know that if we get Beleba, that's who they're going to go and get. So I'm saying, Rush, should we beat them to the jump? You know what I'm trying to say? So I need something different. I need it. Like, I don't know, man, because I just feel like when the tough gets going and it's not working for certain players, you want to bring someone off the bench that's going to be totally different to what we already have, not too similar. And I think we need that type of player because I feel like the players that we got now or we're getting in terms of Scott and Fernandez, they're nice on the ball. They got good feet, I get it. But sometimes when it's not working, you're going to need someone that's going to give you a bit more, something totally different.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for in that third player.
That's why I think Edison might play a lot more than we think, you know.
Yeah,
Edison is a Casemiro replacement, man.
Travels with
Don't
the
let
ball.
anybody tell you
Travels
anything
with the ball,
different.
though.
The club have made it.
not,
The
though.
club have made it. So Edison is the Casemiro replacement.
Nah, he's
I
not.
just want to
no
bring my
chance.
2 pence
Two
in.
different
I want to
midfielders.
bring my 2 pence in.
Nuruddin, before you go in, I know you're gonna say something later about Iraola going to Liverpool. I just wanted to add that in, but yeah, go in.
Yeah. Listen, I hope he fails, bro. I hope he gets the burnout. I hope that they're not with this 7 days a week training. I hope all of that mad things happen, but I'll be deviled. You know what I mean? I'll be deviled if he's successful. Yeah, listen, the club lied. Yeah, I think the club lied. 9 months ago or 8 months, they kept telling us Elliot Anderson is their guy. Listen, Elliot Anderson, I don't mind if the kid wants to go to City. That's a different thing. But the club said he was the #1 target. And then they go and jump ship. And then the club start breathing about tiers. Oh, there's this tier and that tier. This is the club, by the way, not the fans, the club. Because you know it's the brief when it's, if you think it was one journalist, it's like, I don't know, he might be making this up. Yeah. 2, I don't know about that. 3, 4, you're like, nah, something else is going on here. That's when you know how it works as a brief. They briefed a certain way, and now they try to remix it. To me, Edison's come to play. Everything I'm hearing coming out from the club, everything I'm hearing how people are talking about him, he's coming to play. He is going to play. Specifically, if we sign Fernandez and Alex Scott. Alex Scott is somebody who, like I said to you guys, I was watching Bournemouth. Saeed will tell you, I talk to Saeed about Bournemouth all the time, about the football they play, how they play their players. At times, I'm like, is it the system? Because we've seen it before. We've seen Bielsa players, look amazing. And Iraola, Bielsa is one of his favorite, one of the guys that he took the most from. Bielsa was the coach that he took the most from, right? We saw that kid that from Leeds. He went to Man City. They play a totally different. It's not the Bielsa system, even though Pep Guardiola adapted some of the Bielsa system. So for me, there is that idea. I like the winger that they got, the Brazilian kid. I think he could be special.
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, he might be the next guy, Krupi. Now, is it the system and the high octane energy, the way they play, that front foot way they play, that makes these men look really good? Yeah. But then when I hone it down on Scott, I think Scott has got all the abilities. It's interesting what Bruce is saying about Scott has got the engine. He can get around that football pitch. But the only problem that I have with him, that some of you watch young players in it. When you get an ACL early on in your career, some people don't. The injuries come. The knee injuries come. But
he's had a good season. But he's since the injury though, he's had a full season with no injuries. So there's not showing any recurrence of. They're not showing any reoccurrence of that injury.
But Rance, I'm talking about the biomechanics, the way he plays. He plays.
Oh, I know that.
I think he's tidy.
I think he's tidy. He's not a player that relies solely on athleticism. Even though he's athletic, he's very technical, innit? Like the ball carrying and the passing with both feet. Yeah, for me, when I'm seeing this guy playing 10 yard, 20 yard, 30 yard with both feet, I was like, bro, you don't even need to run. He runs because he can. You don't even need to run.
The point, because that's the way the system to get the best out of it.
Yeah.
But for me, the injury is a worry because he's had 2 major injuries since he left Bristol. I've been chatting to one of my brethren who's a Bristol City fan and tried to get more information, like what was the injuries, what was it. So he's had 2 major injuries in his career, from Bristol to Bournemouth. Bournemouth, he had the injury, the ACL, and then recovered. For me, I personally believe he's got more of a ceiling in terms of being on the ball than Declan Rice. That's how high I rate.
Yeah, come on, bro.
That's not.
No,
that's
some people think Declan Rice is great,
bro.
Some people think Rice. Yeah, but some people think Declan Rice is great, bro. Some people, that's what.
Yeah, but they don't think he's great on the ball, Nuruddin. They just think he's great at what he does.
Listen, some people think Declan Rice is a ball carrier and he's very good at passing the ball. That's why he always gets the ball at Arsenal and he builds.
He's not very
good
at
that's what people believe. That's what people believe, bro. I'm telling you.
I said he always gets the ball and he builds. That's why they can't score.
Bro, they do all these comes on my timeline. Look at that outside of the boot pass. Look at that. And he can take every free kick. That's why he takes corner. And I'm like, I was trying to explain. I went to an Arsenal space, yeah. I don't know, was it last year? I was trying to explain some of them. Just because you take the corners, you take free kicks. That don't mean actually in ball play that you're actually technically gifted on the ball.
Yeah, well, of course, Nuruddin, bro.
But Rans, I'm talking to them people. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be wasting your time with these mutants,
no,
bro.
But no, seriously. Some people, they think that he's that player, right? I never thought he was. I thought he was a hype man. He was another Maguire, yeah. I actually think defensively he's super great. Obviously, he was a centre half, wasn't he?
Yeah, he is a centre half that plays in midfield, bro. So anything to do with the technical side of the game, he can't do it. He's just a defender in midfield, and that's great, yeah. But that's not worth 100 million.
Well, so you're saying Phil Jones?
Listen, this is the way I try to express it.
Phil Jones that bad about performance.
But for me, Alex Scott looks upright. He takes the ball. He's press resistant, and that's the only thing that I have. The injury. And the injuries and the system that might have made him look better. If we're gonna buy him, and if we're gonna buy Fernandes, we have to play high octane football. These
not necessarily Nuruddin. No.
Let me say something, Rance. The best thing ability out of Fernandes is his ability to switch the play quickly. It's his ability to get you a get out ball. Let's say you're under the cosh, you win that first ball back, you win that ball back in midfield. That's what he does. Alex can do it by dribbling or passing.
That's not his
best
ability,
take
though.
the ball and run with it. For me, I would be saying, when I look at them, it's like, for example, Fernandes. You can go and check him out. He's positionally in discipline because he wants the ball all the time. He wants to go where the ball is all the time. So what I'm trying to say to you is that even though you see him as somebody who's super technical that can get it back and build the play up, he is not a guy he's impatient. Now you could say that
because he's in a bad system.
He's
actually playing with scrubs, bro.
Nuno gave him actually more. Nuno tried to get him to actually stay
positioned. They don't have the ball, so he's probably thinking round.
They don't have the ball.
Saeed, there were games where they dominated the ball, bro. It wasn't they were defensive against the top teams.
They knew them respectfully, like they got relegated. How many games were they dominating the ball? Like,
I don't know. Let me check West Ham.
There were parts of the ball.
You don't even need to check, bro. They got relegated.
They were part of the game where they dominated the game, and he still persisted. Now you can put it down to like he's a young player on it, and he's changed position from being a number 10. He's gone back to being like a ball player, midfield player. I think Manchester United need more, and that's the biggest thing that I think they need more than that.
42%.
Yeah,
you know
that's not 25 or 20. That's not 35. That's 40. You still have a parts of the game. You're not dominating the ball like the other team, but that's still a jump.
But the way they play matters though, because even when you're playing West Ham and you win the ball back, the manager is probably telling him to play into the space to find Bowen or to buy the other the other place. It's not necessarily the same as playing for Man United. That's not always going to be the case as well.
I'm just saying to you, positionally, indisciplined at times. He's
Yeah.
super, and that's all I'm saying to you.
Yeah,
If
I
he
put that
comes
down
and
to
you
age,
see it,
maybe.
you
Yeah.
see it, you can see it.
Mm.
I think. Listen, because I don't see the big hype about Tonali in it. I'm not a Tonali person. I don't see it. I don't really genuinely see it. I think for AC Milan, yeah, maybe, but that was Italian football, innit? That was football. So the thing of buying any midfielder from Newcastle, for me, I'm like, you play in a three that rotate, and all three complement each other. So I don't know if you. So for me, I always said to you, I think Bruno Gomes is the guy that I see. Like, Bruno Gomes is the guy that I see. It's the guy that I think, yeah, I know what you're doing on the football pitch. I know how you play. I know what you're doing. So that's the guy out of those three midfielders. Chouameni, he is the only one who's a 6 in it. But now I think we got Edison. I don't think we're going to get Chouameni.
No.
And that's why.
I think he's staying, to be honest with you.
And that's why they're going for what they're going for. But
Well, all these technical midfielders that we're getting linked to, I don't know if it's just me in it, but all the players that the Kobe, there's Scott, there's Fernandez, they all sound better next to an Edison rather than each other.
facts.
It depends. But again, it depends on who we're playing against and how the opposition's setting up, bro. Because you don't need to worry, you do not need to worry about their profiles if we're gonna have the majority of the ball. Like, it don't really matter, bro. Like, if you're a possession-based team, it don't matter. Like, man are pretending like we haven't seen Man City set up with no Rodri and just have Bernardo Silva in midfield and still just moving the ball around. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Bernardo's not a 6.
The technical level of their team is way higher than ours.
Yeah, but the point is, but exactly. So the point is, if we are planning, to have more of the ball and play a more possession-based style, then it doesn't really matter. We don't need to have a player specifically, that we're like, he's the DM. It doesn't matter, because if we're building up as a team and we're defending as a team, because everyone's assuming they know how Carrick's going to set up next season. They're assuming.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say to that is that Alex Scott is versatile. He's super versatile. He can be. I've seen him for Bournemouth be the number 6 who sits.
Brother, we've seen Kobe be the number 6 for us, even though he's not a number 6. And Kobe's been very good there. So why can't Alex Scott do what Kobe did last season? He can.
Yeah.
Why can't Fernandez do what Kobe did? He can.
But this is what I'm saying. If you take someone out of a situation and put them into our situation, for example, Alex Scott, he looks good. But when you watch him at Bournemouth, he always looks better next to Tyler Adams. And we know what Tyler Adams' job is.
Yeah, but Tyler Adams wasn't playing all season. That's why they played, Travalier. Is that Travalier? Am I saying his name?
He started the season, got injured, and then came out and then came back towards the end.
Yeah, no, he came back towards the end, but a lot of times in the games that I watched, bro, were Savalier and Alex Scott, and then they had Christie. Christie is more.
Christie. That's what I'm saying. So they put Tavernier for legs, and then they put Christie, who's not really a 10, more like an engine in there.
Well, to be fair, he's been the 10 for Scotland than them. He's for Bournemouth. He's
one of them 10s. He's like a McGinn 10, or do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of them 10.
Now, I think for me,
I just want to give people just a little bit heads up about what Alex Scott is. He is robust, like in terms of the way, the level of aggressing. Ball progression is his biggest thing. Dribbling is a huge strength of his, right? Yep. But the biggest thing for me, what I like about him, is that winning a ball back. He is a trigger for press. He does the angles. When he goes to try to get the ball. That to me, and his defensive work rate, I think that's the thing that most people might underrate. He is, like I said to you, he is a better technical Rice than Rice. That's
but this is what I'm saying. He could easily play in a double pivot with Kobe comfortably. Like, comfortably, bro. And the thing is,
get around the football pitch. But
and the way we play Nuruddin, remember, because we don't run around like Bournemouth, he can save that explosiveness and that energy, and he can channel it, and be a bit more surgical with it, because he doesn't have to run around and cover as much space. So it's a different style of play. He's already got the technical attributes, bruv. He's a very technical player. The only thing
that with Bruno in the team, everybody has to run runs. This is the fact. This is the
but the point is, we know that he can.
But then again, 7 million release clause, and we play
Yeah.
3 in midfield.
But
Like,
then again, that's why it makes sense.
why do we always have to cover for somebody?
We loved it, but
Like,
listen,
why?
ain't gonna happen,
Why
is
do
it?
we always?
But the
have
truth is, that's probably why he's going for the type of Edison, Scott, or that kind of player anyway, because he knows that there's going to be a lot of gaps, or you're going to have to play in a 2.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have to play in a
You,
2,
oh man,
you're going to
that
have to
Old
press.
Trafford pitch, the midfield is big.
This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
that,
yeah,
pitch
yeah,
is-
facts.
that pitch is
It's
fat.
facts.
That pitch is
Yeah,
fat,
but then
bro.
Alex Scott came in at United. Hold on a minute. You don't remember? I don't know if you remember Old Trafford 4-4. Tyler Adams came off the pitch here, and Alex Scott plays a lone 6, and he didn't look out of place, you know, guys. He didn't look out of
I
place. no.
watched him. He can play that position. That's what I'm trying to say to you. He
you know.
played long of the season because Tyler Adams wasn't there for a lot of the times he was injured. He can
I
play
hear what
there,
you man are
and that's
saying,
why
but
they put
we need to
Tonali
remember
more
that
in
game.
midfield, like to help him out, to be more like to give a different angle on the left foot.
We need to remember that game properly, you know. That game was mad open. That was you attack, I attack.
Yeah.
But
The
that's
field
why
didn't
they play
exist
that
in
way.
that game.
Saeed,
That's
how you're
Saeed's
playing
talking
against
about
two in
on the
midfield.
ball.
Hey, that was
Amarim.
my man, though.
He's talking about on the ball, though.
That was
No,
Amarim.
on the ball, of course. But obviously, if we're just watching what you do as a lone 6 on the ball and you're a technical player, then obviously you're gonna shine in a game that's open. But when the game's going like this, I can't look at anyone in the midfield on the ball off the ball because bro, the game's so open.
But like I said, man, I think we're not looking at the fact that once every component of our team is certified, that's why we're looking at 6 players. I think everything else will naturally look a lot better. Don't get me wrong. We're even looking at a midfield that has never been looked at for how long, guys. Naturally, you'll see a better improvement from Man United's midfield. Naturally. I mean, if Carrick can get the best out of Mainu and Casemiro and Bruno midfield, bro, are we guys overthinking the dynamic of the midfield 3? And we're gonna get with one players that we've got. If anything, we're gonna be better for it, man. Like he's literally played with Carrick.
Saeed, this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We've never ever addressed the midfield like how we're addressing it. I see someone in the comments saying, "Oh, but if Edison gets injured, but we need to start from somewhere. We have to build from somewhere, and then when the January window comes in or the next summer window comes in, then we can look at where we need to fix." But for me, I'm quite optimistic because
these players are not here,
it's
by the way.
midfield,
So
innit?
we're talking about them, and it's called so presumptuous as well, by the way, because they're not here.
Yeah.
We've only signed
Yeah.
one.
Just Edison,
And
yeah.
And the club also have been briefing out that they might only want to get another one. That the third one might be a myth, but go ahead.
Yeah, to be fair, even ideally we want 3, but even if we get 2, that's progress. We've never
2 what?
actually 2 midfielders.
But we're
like,
getting 3, man. Do you know what I'm
No,
saying?
but I'm
Like,
saying
bruv,
to the Mandem, even if we get 2, that's still crazy progress. 2 and then a left winger or something, or a left back or whatever.
yeah, but we're
It's
getting
still
3
progress.
though, bro.
You get me?
Like, let's not do this.
If we get 2, why is it progress?
We're not getting
Because
we're
we've
not
never-
getting 2.
we've-
like,
Wait, guys, listen to me, Mandem. I'm just saying in general, we've never addressed the midfield ever. So the fact that we're addressing it properly, or at least a bit better than we ever used to, is progress. So 3 would be amazing. You get me? But I think people need to understand that us getting 3 is to just keep us in all competitions. It's not all of a sudden going to make, you know what I mean? We need depth. So that's what people need to remember as well. We're going for options and depth and rotation. So it's not just about fixing us as our first 11. It's about who we can
exactly.
rotate as well and giving us variety.
I'm looking at it from the season I've just seen, and the 3 we had, obviously, we know one of them isn't even a man in it, but like, bro, the 3 we had wasn't enough. So if we get 2, knowing 2 are leaving, that can't be progress other than obviously you're one of them. The third option is just better.
Facts.
Yeah, but the second one but we'll be replacing the 2 that are leaving, and we're getting 1 more. We was always getting 3. Do you know what I mean? And the third one was always because we knew that we was getting rid of Ugarte. Ugarte's not staying. So like we're getting 3, bro. And it's like what is a bit jarring, is that there's a lot of hypothetical stuff, because certain people were saying that Cass and Kobe couldn't play together because there's no legs, they're gonna get overrang, and then we banged everyone. You know them ones with them two. So the same man that were chatting about that, what were they saying when we banged City, we banged Arsenal, we banged Liverpool, we banged Chelsea, everyone got smoked. With them two, the guys that
That's
couldn't
the
run
reality.
apparently.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And then we're buying.
So it's
bare
always going to be
midfielders with
progress.
legs,
That's
but
what
we're
I'm
still
saying.
gonna get overran, bro. It's like, bro, how are we gonna get overran if we didn't get overran with Casemiro, who couldn't run, and Kobe that couldn't run, and then we're bringing in a bag of runners, and man are still saying we're gonna get overran. It's like, brother, come on. Like, you know what I mean? It's not making sense. It's like some people just never happy, bro. Like, we're bringing in. You can't replace Casemiro like for like, but we're bringing in profiles that can, if you combine them all, they all have qualities, that can complement the players we already have in the team.
And on top of that, even if we're doing it in a way that, cool, these men are going to cover for Bruno, once Bruno leaves, these men can still adapt to whatever system we're going to go to after Bruno leaves. So that's why for me, I'm optimistic. I'm thinking, yeah, man, let's do it, man. You feel me? They can play both styles with Bruno and without. So let's do it, man.
But it's also the fact that people keep thinking, oh, with United playing one, a couple of games a week, we'll struggle. But I don't see that, bro. I think if anything, United are adopting a plan now to make sure that they're ready for.
But Saeed, this is a myth. Mandem are moving like people are moving like for the last 10 years. We haven't played multiple competitions. I don't get it, fam. Ten Hag is an example.
And got to like 10 cup finals in them 10 years, bro. We'll be all right.
With no midfield.
The one season we have 1 game week, all of a sudden this myth has come out that United will be able to cope with more games.
Yeah, it's a myth, man.
Like, what the hell? Like,
it will be different. Don't get it twisted, but we've been here before. Ten Hag did his thing. And we didn't rate Ten Hag. We look back at Ten Hag and we think, maybe Ten Hag wasn't too bad since we had Ruben, though.
European finals and how many times we've been at Wembley, with multiple games a week. Man can't go on like we're not playing multiple games because the maths are not mathing, blood. Because if you're getting to finals, that means you're playing till the end of the season.
No, it's true, but obviously I think they're more talking about league position, in it, because obviously the last 2 is 15th and 8th, innit? It's not good.
Yeah, but it is what it is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But then there's been times where we finished with a trophy and in the top 4, and we still haven't been happy either. So
it
is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think the team is bad enough for us to drop that low again.
No, it's not. Also, you have to look at what's around us and everything like that as well. Like, we're in a situation when nearly all the top clubs are in a rebuild apart from Arsenal.
Yeah, I think a lot of United fans, especially if this transfer window goes well, will be very disappointed if we can't really push in the league next season. From what I've heard.
Yeah, that's what you want, though. You want to be disappointed. You don't want to be content with.
You do, but you also have to be realistic as well. A lot of them man are just chatting rubbish. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. We're adding players to raise our floor, but to be able to rotate players as well. That's what I'm saying. It's not just to make us better. It's to improve our squad. So
at the same time, right now, but when you man talking about United can challenge for a league title.
Yeah, of course we can, but it's when though.
No, I feel like you man were telling me.
No, I've never said that. I've never said that.
This season coming up
I think the man them said if Carrick came in earlier, the point it might be looking a bit.
The new season, next season.
Oh, next season. Oh, no, not me.
Yeah, but bro,
who said it? Who said it?
Yeah, bro,
Name.
Even if you're saying United are capable of challenging next season, that's not the same as saying that, these men have to challenge next season or they failed. That's not the same thing.
No, we're talking about
they're capable of it.
You man were talking about Pep going.
They're absolutely capable of challenging next season.
The top 6 having new managers. There is you man were saying.
Yeah, exactly. They are capable of challenging under the right circumstances. That doesn't mean that they will. That doesn't mean that they should. But they're absolutely capable.
Yeah. But do you not think, that there is a gap there for someone to get into, provided that they go and buy the players?
Listen, it depends who you buy, though. So quality gets
depends.
there.
It depends, man.
The same weaknesses that we have, I can tell you, Chelsea have got their weaknesses. Iriola, 1 game a week. Why can't we use that with Iriola?
Quality players can close you a gap. Facts. Football has always been like that. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Historically, quality players can fill that gap.
Yeah, but it's not just that, Nuruddin. It's not just that.
Put you in a place that you didn't expect you were going to be because of the level of quality players that you have. And then strategically, the way you recruit and the plans that you have for specific type of players.
Yeah.
That's what does. And historically, that's happened.
Yeah.
I'm here with that. It's almost like, listen, I don't want to misunderstand you. But I'm almost kind of hearing now. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's about quality will always raise everything, whether it's the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But tell that to Liverpool that spent 400 million and finished fifth. Tell that to them.
Listen, and the potential to peak. So,
I need to spend more than that as well.
listen,
No?
Tell that to Liverpool, bro.
Oh, yeah, Liverpool's, yeah.
Spent 400 million and finished fifth.
Listen, I don't support Liverpool, innit? I don't support
No,
Liverpool.
but tell it to them, bro, because you're making an absolute statement like it's always like it always
no,
works.
Quality players, listen, quality players. Of course, you sign players for the system that you want to play football in. Now, my guy was concussed. Nobody knew what he was doing. He was playing football. The majority of those people didn't understand. That's why the players were failing. That's why they like him. That's why they like him post when Salah's talking about heavy metal football. Majority of those players signed to play that specific type of football, aggression from football. And my guy is passing the ball around the back four and not even putting the ball forward. So that's on his slot, and that's Liverpool. They misprofiled him what type of coach he was. That's what happened. And I always said Liverpool, Liverpool won the league that season because he didn't have to change much. And Jurgen Klopp, we knocked them out of the FA Cup. They crashed. Remember that season? Ahmad did the madness.
You're right.
We knocked them out of the FA
Nuruddin,
Cup.
you're 100% right. But on paper,
failed, but they were still competing.
But on paper, they signed quality players, bro, and they regressed.
Yeah.
So
Isak was one of the best strikers in the league.
Of the coach.
No, but bro, it's not just about signing quality players. It's about
the profile.
Good, and do the players fit the profile that you need them to fit? And how do they complement everyone else? It's not just about buying good players.
I think they lost more than they gained.
Of course, we bought good players and not won anything.
You need to have a system and go and get top qualities that can play in that system. That I said that.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying the profile is more important than just buying good players, or else I'd be out here shouting, you know what? Go spend 100 million on Anderson because he's good. Yeah, he might be good, but bro, is he gonna do what we need him to do for that 100 million, bro? It's all about profiles.
Listen, we've missed that train. The guy wants to go to City in it, so forget.
No, but I'm just saying as a hypothetical. I'm not saying we should go get him because I don't want him anyway. But the point is, just buying players because they're good is not enough, Nuruddin.
Quality can close the gap, and in football history, that has been the way.
Not if you don't get the right quality, bro.
No, I've got.
Florian Wirtz is quality. He didn't close the gap; it opened one.
The quality of quality, of course, the quality. It has to be the right quality. But
hey, I'm just hearing bad quality.
Yeah,
quality
players have to be the right
quality
ones.
street.
They have to be the right ones, and they close you up. And the point when you said to me, look at Liverpool, I said to you, Arne Slot football. Arne Slot football is bamboozled. He didn't have a clue what was going on. That's why they look the way they look.
They lost quality as well.
Yeah, of course, Trent Alexander was a massive part of the way they played. But he and whoever who was buying for him, right? That team that was putting it in, go and bought Frimpong. Frimpong is a more of a runner who can cross the ball in. He ain't a guy who's going to give you a switch to play from right back to
I think that's what Rance is
somebody's toe who's going up the other side of the pitch. You know what I mean? Who's going to get you in 5 seconds? The ball is gone, and you are attacking a defense that's not set properly. So he was never going to do that. So that's some misprofiling of what Liverpool have done. But in history, that's why Fergie had to buy quality to stay in service. He could do certain coaching, but the top teams he built at United, quality is in there. There is no team that had no quality or where people are like, well, there might be quality. No.
You're right. You're right. But that was a different era and systems were less important.
Football has not changed though, bro.
No, it has, bro. In that aspect, it has. In that aspect, it has, bro. Systems, are more prominent now. Individual quality is less prominent now. Back in the day, if you had a team full of good players, most of the time you would just win the game, bro. It's not that normal. It's not that normal. Profiles are important, bro. Then they wasn't as important back in the day. They wasn't, bro. Like, my team's better than yours, I'm gonna beat you. That's what it was most of the time, and we won loads of games like that.
It's the balance. It's the balance because United. You could argue that United got quality in the past few years, but it was misprofiled, didn't it?
Talking about it, that don't mean that players didn't have a system to play. Manchester United had a system of playing. Manchester United stuck to their DNA, how the club has always played. That's on the Fergie adapted to Manchester United. Nobody adapted to Fergie's football.
Yeah, but that's more of a mentality, than
that's
a
what the
rigid
club
way.
was. No, it
Nuruddin.
was the way we played with wingers. It's the way we play with midfielders. It's the way we play with having a player just off the other striker. We play to a system. It's the way the fullbacks got up and down and helped when we played against stubborn teams who were on defensive systems. There's always been systems in football. Now it is a lot more language and a lot more things used to describe it. The thing what you're talking about, Rance, is that we don't have the street footballers anymore because players were the age of 5. If you can kick with your left foot or right foot, get him in the academy straight away. So that's what happened. And there's no secrets anymore. So the idea of a street footballer or playing not being an academy, we know that academy coaches skill and intuition and like this freedom out of players. It's a different thing. There's always been systems in football.
But this is exactly why football has changed. So when you say it hasn't, it has changed a lot, bro. And we have to recruit appropriately.
Right. It's changed in terms of that we don't see. First of all, we watch too much football. So there's too much football on, first of all. So it's saturation, right? There's this like massive saturation of football. The other big things that we don't see the great players anymore, the number 10s, or like we don't see those type of players because that they're inverting things happened in recent years, but it's still the street footballers are no longer there. Like the street footballers, certain things were coached out of young players because, like you said, the hipster kind of coaches.
Yeah, so football has changed because the qualities that were needed before are no longer needed because it's a different game they're in.
But Rance, I'm sorry, but that's not the case. Because Real Madrid won five European Cups, and they didn't have a massive kind of a system to play. And they were classed as one of the best teams in the world. Why? Because they had quality. Barcelona had quality. Real Madrid have quality.
So, Nuruddin, what are you trying to say? Are you saying that United don't go for quality?
No.
What's your point?
Now, the remixing, and I'm getting the gauge. And I could be wrong. Yeah. I'm gauging.
So should we go for Anderson then?
Don't forget about Anderson.
You're rage baiting.
We're talking about all these great Real Madrid teams back in the day. Now Real Madrid have loads of quality, Nuruddin, and they ain't won a trophy for 2 years.
They won because of the quality. Cruz was a quality.
But they've got quality now, Nuruddin. Why can't they win?
They were quality.
They've got quality now.
But you just told me football has changed and systems became.
It has changed.
But the reason
that's why Real Madrid's quality ain't enough for them to win anymore.
One of the main reasons
Real Madrid's quality beat the system anytime to European.
No, bro.
So why is it not doing it now? Why is it not working no more, Nuruddin?
2 years in a row, no trophy.
One of the reasons why they're struggling now.
Quality in midfield.
Brother, Arsenal, with their lack of quality, doing better than Real Madrid. Why?
They don't have that. They don't have that level of quality on midfielders. That's what I'm trying. You're just proving my point. You're proving my point.
The man got Tramini, yeah. You know what? You wouldn't mind Camavinga, Valverde,
Cruz, Casemiro. They're nowhere near us those quality. That's what I'm trying to say.
Bro, compare them to the players in today's game. They've still got a quality team.
There ain't no Cruz. There ain't no Casemiro.
It doesn't matter.
Modric. That is a fact. That is a
fact.
But compared to today's game, they still got a very good team.
Those guys were doing it. They were doing it.
Yeah,
but in this era, they have a very good team.
I think the point Nuruddin is making is that if you don't have a system and you have elite quality, you can get away with not having a system. The team Real Madrid have now.
Yeah, but what is elite? What is elite quality, bro?
Elite quality is Modric and Cruz.
In today's game, yeah. What is elite quality, bro? I would argue that you can't. There's no such thing as a team that don't have a system anymore because every coach has a philosophy. Even if your philosophy is like a Unai Emery's or something like that, or a Carlos, where you structure your team a certain way, like a Jose, you structure them off the ball, you give them creative freedom. That's still a fucking system. There's no team that a manager just says, you lot, man, go out there and just play football. That doesn't exist anymore. So this no system thing is a fallacy. It's a complete fallacy.
First of all, that's what at the point I was trying to prove. Then you jumped the goalpost, and then I said Real Madrid because of the quality. They beat that trio in midfield, that defense with Ramos, the spine that they had, the quality play with a goalkeeper, with a centre half, with a 3 in midfield, with Ronaldo up the pitch, with Benzema, and even when Ronaldo leaves, they still go and win.
Nuruddin, I'm talking about football right now.
Were quality.
Nuruddin, I'm talking about football now.
Both of you are right, though. That's the
Nuruddin.
thing. Nuruddin's right, and Rance is right because.
No, but hold
Nuruddin's
on.
saying
But how
that
can
existed-
Nuruddin say, yeah, football hasn't changed and then talks about a team that was playing 10
No,
years
but
ago?
football has changed. The truth is, football has changed because
Yes,
2 months
but
ago.
listen,
Yeah.
but that's the quality
changed
of
though,
players.
man. You can't say it's not
That's
changed.
the
It's
quality
changed.
of football. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Let's
Football
move on,
can
lads,
change.
man. Let's move
All
on.
they want.
That's why I said you're
Football can
right.
change only what the definition doesn't change. You need
Can't be honest,
quality players. You
That's
need
why
a quality. The quality winning. That's why they get paid the biggest wages. The quality player. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
You're right.
Sancho, Ronaldo,
What are we doing here? Like
That's what I'm
Bernardo
saying.
Silva,
You're right.
getting paid a lot of
Sanchez,
money. Like, what are we doing? De Bruyne. They were in the system. but
Sancho,
they were still quality.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
You
but
Pogba.
need quality. You do.
But it,
And the point
regardless,
I'm making, when people are making the goalpost jump, I'm saying yes. All teams have systems. Do I believe Real Madrid had systems? Yes. They didn't go on the pitch. Every football team, since the beginning of football, there's always been a way. We're going to do this. This is how we're going to play. When we get attacked, this is what we're going to do. There's always been that aspect of football. What I'm saying to you, my point was that now it's a lot more discussions about those things because we watch too much football, right? So there's a lot more language being used, right? So the idea that the system is always king isn't. Because when I was talking about Saeed, I say, Saeed, we need coaches that can coach. You're like, nah, man management is a better thing than getting a coach with systems.
No, there needs to be a balance of that. But yeah,
what are we doing? What are we doing? So the point what I'm trying to make to you is that when you've got quality players, and Rand said the same, right? He said that from the beginning, but then he moved the goalpost, is that when you have good players, there are certain players, quality, ball intelligence, they can get on the football pitch and at times go and work out them for themselves.
yeah, but the
You
truth,
can get them into a shape, but they'll go on. Their quality will always shine.
yeah,
what
but
wins
but
you
the
games.
truth is,
That's what wins you
That's
trophies.
You
not
can-
enough, bro. This is why Real Madrid right now, you're talking about old Real Madrid.
They're a
Listen,
very dysfunctional football team, Real Madrid, right now. Tell me what their defense is. What's their spine? Tell me
you
what their
said,
spine is.
Nuruddin, wait, bro. You said quality players. You can just put quality players out there and they can win. Real Madrid have quality players. We've seen when Real Madrid's quality players turn up, we saw what they done to Manchester City. They absolutely obliterated City in the fucking Champions League. And they won fuck all, bro. Like, just having good players.
But the point,
The midfield is not
though,
quality.
It's not quality. Their midfield's not quality. It's not.
All right.
It's
the
not.
point,
And that's why they will not.
Let's
When's the
move
last time they won the league?
on.
Let's
Let's
move
move
on.
on.
That's when was the last time they won the league?
Let's move on.
Move
When's
on,
the
bro.
last
This
time
is
they
wrong.
won the league?
Your
When was the
idea of
last time
quality
they won the
is
league?
wrong, though. Your idea of quality is
Move
wrong.
Quality street.
Don't say that. You're ready about Valverde out quality. Come on.
Yeah, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde are not quality players, apparently.
They're not
Arda's
quality.
not a
No,
quality
they're not
player.
the quality of Cruz, Modric, and
Bruv,
Casemiro.
we're not comparing them to that.
They won a
They're
Champions
not.
League.
We have to compare them to the players playing today. If we're comparing the players playing today
No, it's
to
not about
10 years ago,
comparison. No.
everyone's shit,
never
Nuruddin.
No, I'm telling you.
Everyone
They
shit
don't
them.
have the defense, Saeed. They don't have the goalkeeper gets injured. He's become an injury-prone guy, and they've always got somebody else there. And then you got two guys.
Hey,
off
just
the
move
pitch who
on,
wanna
man.
play in the
Just
same
move on.
position.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna be here all day. On that
Come
one.
on,
Yeah,
Saeed,
let's
we had a
move
Real
on.
Madrid. Why do we have a Real Madrid guy coming on your channel saying to you, "I need Mbappe out of the football club"? Because they're on balance. They are on balance.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to quickly touch on Ndiaye. Yeah. United looking to basically wrap up this Ndiaye deal. Obviously, me and Raz have been going back and forth. I particularly prefer Bacola, but it looks like Bacola's going Liverpool. So in that aspect, you know what I mean? It's looking like
You prefer who?
Bacola.
Yes, brother, you heard
The
correctly.
guy of the Saeed, I swear to God, the howler is unbelievable. You saw it in the Champions League. The guy's got a touch of an elephant.
That's one
He's
game.
got a touch of an elephant.
Saeed.
You need a guy of a touch of an elephant.
Saeed.
Let me show you the club. Can I show you the club?
Do you not watch football?
Saeed.
Wallahi, I'm getting you back. Wallahi, I'm gonna have to
Hey.
take you to the doctors, bro. You need to
Hey.
get some.
I'm telling you now, Bacola.
The
You're not
man,
gonna regret
if he's touch, He's top.
Saeed,
He's woeful.
don't
He's
do
just
that,
a
bro.
street
Now,
merchant.
man.
He gets to the final end and there's nothing.
The disrespect of Bacola is bad. I swear.
Hey, wait,
Terrible.
You know it is
Hey,
Saeed.
it's not
Saeed.
disrespect.
As in, you wouldn't take him.
Nah,
I
it's
don't
just
rate
he's
either. I don't
overhyped,
rate
man.
both of them. I don't rate
He's
either.
overhyped.
I don't rate
I
either
support
of
France.
them.
It's not disrespect at all, but we have to be real when we're talking about end product. Like, obviously, that's something.
He's just a
you can
bit too
obviously
inconsistent. That's what it
But-
is.
but
He's
the
too
problem-
inconsistent.
The problem with Bacola,
yeah,
is if you watch Bacola over the last 3 seasons, he's not improved. That's the only problem I'm saying. I'm not saying
wrong.
that.
That's wrong. No, he has. He has.
I don't
No,
think he's inconsistent
bro,
at all right now. I
listen,
think
listen.
every
You
time
don't
I
think
watch
so?
him, he's shit. I think he's
Bro,
consistent.
listen. If you watch, you can't say he has. Saeed. Do you watch?
When he was at Lyon, look
watch
at the
League
numbers. Look at the stage he's putting up.
Oh,
Look at the goals. Look at the amount
fuck
of
yeah.
goals he scored in the
Bro,
game.
wait,
Man said
bro, listen to what
barcode.
I'm saying. You can't cut me off before I've made the point. Like, I've not even made the point. What I'm trying to say is, Bacola, when you seen him even come on the scene as a player, Bacola was always unstoppable. Like 1v1 dribbling.
Yeah.
He's always been so difficult. And another thing is he's got some amazing pace. He is so fast. Yeah, you saw what he
Dribbling
did
as well.
to
Talk about
Saliba.
dribbling.
But what I'm trying to say in terms of his improvement is
Yeah.
his decision
Due's
making.
past him.
Brother, he
This-
is 39
you see-
Rashford, bro. Young
do you see
Rashford,
before-
bro, against Michelin, bro.
Do you
Swear
see
down.
before he has to make a
Nah,
decision?
Rance, you know what? Rance,
He makes the wrong
seriously,
decision.
Rashford had a better finish at the
Yeah,
same
he
time.
did. He did.
He used to wrap it.
Yeah,
Bro,
because
he
if you look
did.
at Bacola, before he makes the decision, he makes a bad decision. Like, for example,
Nah, but Nuruddin,
They
you
call him
remember young Rashford, though? It was
Barcacho.
Bro, that man are taking a
Just
piss, bro.
fast.
No,
Fast.
Yeah,
you-
boy,
He
it.
used to wrap it. So
Well,
when he
take
got
him,
to the
bro.
edge, he used to wrap the ball in the
No, but
box,
you
man.
see
Yeah.
his finish.
He
You
used
know when
to.
he
Well,
when he hit
like
it with his left
Bacola,
foot.
Saeed, the touch of the elephant,
It's
Lukaku.
not, bro, I'm telling you.
I swear to God,
Of course, it's
Romelu
not
Lukaku,
smooth like
but listen,
Ndiaye.
I'm gonna
I've said it
mute
before.
Komana, go ahead,
Bro,
Sorry.
I'm telling
Go
you,
on,
bro.
bro.
Give him to Dogu's coach. That guy that goes finish. That's a player, bro.
No,
That's a player.
he can improve, yeah.
Nah, Barcola, you got to put 2 goals side by side for him, bro. I'll be honest.
I seen Dogu go to that coach and then slap it on the volley at the Emirates. You can't tell me he can't train on fucking
Bro,
Bacola.
Train that, man.
give Ndiaye that coach, blood, then we've got a player. Don't give
But
that
Ndiaye
guy to
ain't got that
Barcola.
pace,
Nah.
70 million is crazy, though. It's crazy.
I don't
Sorry.
think Barcola is better than Ahmad's. I'll say I don't think he's better
Bro,
than Ahmad.
it's not even about him being better than Ahmad. It's about the way he's
No, but
playing.
I actually had this conversation with somebody.
I need someone.
I'm
One of
gonna
our
cook him.
wingers to be blistering. I want blistering pace.
Facts,
bro.
that's what we need. It's a Premier
need
League.
that.
I'm holding him
Bro,
over there. Rans,
I'm
this is
tired,
where
I'm
you're
tired
wrong,
of
though.
watching
We
wingers
need
go through
footballers,
goal
man.
and getting caught.
You're right.
That's what I'm
Flag.
saying. Getting
You're gonna
caught. Why guys
You're
getting
right,
caught?
but you're gonna
Why are you
cry.
getting caught? Exactly.
You're right.
Ndiaye-
You're gonna cry.
Bro, I
Ndiaye-
cry when they go through and go and get
You
caught by
will
centre
cry.
back.
Did you see Dembele? Did you see Dembele cry? You saw what Dembele was talking to him about, bro. You will
Bro, I
cry,
hear
bro.
you.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but deep, we're crying. Well, that means we're just crying over a different reason now. Because,
Hold
bro,
on a
when
minute.
I'm watching
Did we
and when
not
we're
say-
going through and going and getting caught, I'm crying as well anyway.
Did we not say, man, that the Premier League is
Bro, not
changing?
every.
Did we not say
Saeed,
the
I hear that, but I don't want to buy pace for the sake of buying pace. I need
But that's what we
footballers,
need,
bro.
though. We need a different option to what we have right now. Ndiaye, Cunha, Boomer, Ahmad, they're the same
So
sort of
who do you
players.
want?
No,
Run
they're
it
not,
back.
bro.
Run it back.
No, they're not.
Daniel
They want the
James.
ball to feet.
Ahmad at his best.
Daniel James.
Ahmad
got
at his
that
best.
size,
And
yeah?
Ndiaye is the same
he's
profile, in my
got
opinion.
pace.
I'll be real.
Nah.
Daniel James got pace. Should we
Nah.
bring it back?
It's not the same thing, though, Nuruddin, and you know it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It is. They're both quick and can't finish.
What? Dan James and Barcola is the same you. That's not the
Oh,
same you.
come on, man. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Ahmad's had
I'm not
one
gonna lie
bad
to you.
season.
Let me-
Man,
let me-
pulling
listen,
shit.
You know what?
It's
Joking
ridiculous.
aside, listen, please give me just 50 seconds. Joking aside,
You sure?
right? Joking aside, for me, the first thing I look at in a football, especially if you're a winger, it's your first touch. It's how you control the ball when you're running at pace. That matters to me. If
It
the
matters
ball,
to
that's why I don't want this kid in Germany. You know, this kid, they both, I swear to God, Randy,
Germany,
they
who's that
both
one?
have similar things about
Oh,
them. The ball bubbles.
Diomande.
Yeah, the ball bubbles.
Yeah,
They're
he's,
not
yeah,
in full
big money.
control of the
But
ball.
what's the other youth that used to play for Dortmund with the afro we got linked with?
Oh, yeah, he's in the middle.
Oh,
Adeyemi.
He got mad pace. and
Adeyemi.
shit. What's his name?
Adeyemi.
Adeyemi. So what? You
I used to like him
Adeyemi
as
I
well.
don't like Adeyemi. I don't
He's
like
another
Adeyemi.
pace merchant.
Years
that can't
ago.
play football.
Yeah.
He's
The point I want to make
footballer.
is listen. The point I want to make.
I don't
is
rate
this,
him
yeah?
as a footballer.
So listen. The big
But you
thing
rate
for me is that-
Barcola, but you don't rate
I rate
Adeyemi.
Bacola. Adeyemi doesn't have really much
Saeed,
game.
I'm gonna
Adeyemi
say
just
Saeed.
runs into space.
Saeed, if I'm
Adeyemi
gonna
ain't a
say-
dribbler.
listen, if his touches were better for me, if the ball
Adeyemi
stuck to
can't
him,
ching nothing, man.
I believe you can be coached to finish. Because I've seen it at Manchester United. I've seen players be coached to finish, and they went and become finishers.
Bro.
But this is the thing, yo. Bakola's not that bad at finishing as what people try to make him out to see.
He doesn't know what to
That's
do.
the agenda.
But
He's
he's
Gender right now.
His IQ is missing.
You have to
His
understand.
IQ.
IQ not great, man.
Is not really there. Like, for example, if you see, like you spoke about his touch.
Billy
You see when
Junior's
he went-
IQ not great.
Wait, did you see? Wait,
great?
who's IQ?
Billy Junior. Does he make right decisions all the time?
I don't
Right.
think his IQ is great, but his dribbling is great.
No.
When Vinny
His
was
dribbling is
mad young, when Vinny was younger, he was doing the same bullshit Barcola was doing.
Same thing.
But then he improved. He improved quickly.
Exactly. So let him improve.
I can't lie. Vinny's still
Yeah, let him improve.
unbelievable, bro.
Vinny's
Nah,
a
but the
Brazilian
truth-
Comparing
player.
Vinny to Barcola is mad. This is
Are you not
mad.
forgetting? Are you not forgetting?
This
how
is
Vinny
mad. Nah, this is
Them
mad.
Barcola.
I didn't
This
say
is
that.
madness.
I didn't say
Vinicius
Barcola.
Junior.
No. I
Bro,
said in
bro,
terms of
we're not
IQ, yeah.
bro,
His
you're not
IQ is not
comparing
great as
them.
well.
We're just talking about the situation here, bro.
That's it.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
from my
Still a
experience,
comparison.
yeah,
I
from
don't
my
mind it, Jay.
experience, yeah,
Technically.
low IQ footballers, yeah, they die low IQ. They don't get better. They just get
The
more
truth-
frustrating.
The,
You know
the
them
truth
ones, like-
is, with
I don't know
Barcola,
about that
he's got a lot of IQ to improve, and it's not someone you want to pay a lot of money for. That's the truth, bro.
brother,
Because
this brother has the Garnacho gene, bruv.
Ah,
He has it. He does.
I'm not hearing that. I'm
He
not hearing
does.
that because Garnacho can't ching. Garnacho has no ching.
Better time in the runs in behind. I think Garnacho's better time in the runs in
He's
behind.
got the Garnacho
man.
gene, bro.
Garnacho's running
are
in
you going
behind.
too
It's
far?
the lead
Nuruddin,
movement.
you're going too far.
No, I'm just telling you.
Nah, bro, Garnacho's running in behind.
Are you
Garnacho's
alright,
running
bro?
behind. It's good against
Are you
fresh
alright,
legs.
man?
Timing runs
That's
behind
different.
is
What are you
quiet.
doing here, bro?
I'm telling
This
you.
is ridiculous now.
Brother, we saw this guy against Arsenal, duck man down, 2 1v1s, yeah? Man took out one cameraman.
And the Chelsea game. You watch the Chelsea game.
Bro,
Watch the Chelsea game. Did you watch the Chelsea game, by the way? The way he destroyed Chelsea.
he's rubbish, man.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. I'll be real.
Saeed,
Bro,
I'm
I'll be
gonna
real.
like to listen to this, yeah. I saw in that final him take the
You
touch,
better have
yeah?
taken a piss.
Listen, I saw him take the touch. He's the head of the defender, left the defender, so the pace kills, yeah?
But they left the ball.
He gave it to Ryan.
Then Saeed, you know what his touch was? You know what his touch was? His 2 touches to set him up was the worst 2 touches I have ever seen. I swear to God. It's like, you know what, a ghost. You know when the ball is in front of him, like it's like a ghost came and did that with the ball. Like some invisible person, like to try and tackle him or take the ball away from him. So
But this is what I'm saying.
it was mad.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying I'll take him with the Finnish coach. Like it has to be one. It has to be together. It has to be together.
Yeah,
If
but
it's
you
just
can't
together,
guarantee he's
if it's
gonna turn up. You know them
Bro,
one.
bro, he will turn up. He's got good. He's got good.
Nah, brother. Nah, he looks like he buns, bro. I'll be honest. Like, this man, he ain't turning up. He gonna oversleep and that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the wrong postcode in the sat nav.
Yo,
I don't trust that you.
It's mad.
Well, I think Dorgu even
believe
speaks
it.
French. I think Dorgu speaks French, so they can communicate, bro.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think he does speak French, you know.
I don't think so. Does he?
I used to like Barcola a lot, but I just feel like sometimes he just does silly things. It just annoys me. I used to proper rate him, but Doué's gone like that, and Barcola's just
But it's
Doué's-
because Barcola, yeah, the decision before the decision is often wrong. That's the
Yeah,
problem. And when you
yeah.
have a player like that,
A lot of wingers are like
when you have a
that.
player like that, you're gonna cry a lot of times.
There's not many wingers though that are amazing and perfect, bro. They all got their flaws.
Nah, but
That's
Saeed,
what
we're
we
talking
need
about
about-
price tag as well.
Say that again.
You're talking about price tag as well, no?
It's not about, to me, it's not even about the price tag. Saeed. I look at a footballer, and you're the most speed merchant in the team. You're the guy who's going to get the most opportunities. I think he's got mechanical issues. Like there's mechanical things in the way that he touches the ball with his left foot, right foot. He doesn't know like how to set himself. Because the biggest thing, right? You know, you can have all the pace, but if you don't know how to slow down. You don't know how to angle
Yeah.
your
We said
body.
this about
If you
we
don't,
said this about Jeremy Doku, and then all of a sudden now he's probably one
nah,
of the best.
Saeed, behave yourself.
Nah,
Jeremy
bro, no,
Doku's
come on,
levels,
come
Saeed,
on.
levels.
Come on
Saeed, in
now.
terms of ball
Hold
control,
on a minute. There was a time here where
Doku's ball
Doku was getting
control was
slandered.
level.
Doku's ball control is
Ball
cold
control
still.
was level.
Yeah. It sticks to his foot. Now, Saeed, you know, it's Saeed. Saeed, let me explain something. Let me explain what's happening here. We got a problem in this football world of recency bias. And it's the same example. It's the same example with Ahmad. People now all of a sudden, Ahmad shit, like just because one bad season. So that's the problem we have in football. So I feel like even with Barcola, I feel like I've learned a lot. For all the wingers that I used to put trust in, I've learned a lot from. They need to have certain fundamentals. Doku, I remember I had mad stocks in Doku, and then all of a sudden I got a bit scared and I cashed out. Then he started to kind of understand the league a bit and improve. But trust me, like Barcola is way too inconsistent. Way too inconsistent.
Listen,
Saeed, I'm in my heart of heart, I believe Nusa is better footballer than Barcola by an absolute mile. But the thing with Nusa, with Nusa, is that his injury.
A lot of people haven't watched him a lot.
What about
Nusa's good, bro?
I've watched him a lot.
I've watched him a lot
as well.
I think he's a very good.
I hope that
we
he
didn't
stays
Jai
fit in the
the
World
we
Cup.
didn't
I
Jai
hope he stays fit in the World Cup.
Before you come in, AJ, yeah, we didn't Jai, yeah. You lot, I swear down by
don't
November,
rate him,
yeah,
Saeed.
a lot of the fan base are gonna want Ndiaye to be sold by November. You see why, yeah?
It's the recency thing.
No, but not only that, but in front
I
of
don't
goal,
rate him.
Ndiaye,
He's not direct enough. He's not direct enough.
he's not direct enough.
I'm saying.
He's not direct enough.
Okay, there's a bit of balance to the conversation.
Yeah,
Ndiaye's
Saeed, I'm not
direct
saying I
enough.
was never going to be winning that. Saeed, I don't want a guy doing this off the wall. I want that.
Nurden, you're gonna piss me off. You're getting me mad. You're getting me.
I don't want that shit.
Calm down.
Football is the game. You got the ball, go to goal, bro. Get me the goal.
This guy is mad, bro.
Where's the balance there? Where's the balance?
Mad.
Well, I don't know. You see United wingers, yeah. There's just certain wings that don't work at United. I need guys that go. When we get guys that go, we play better football. Now, obviously, cool. 52 million. We're being linked to Liao. What are you man saying?
No,
not for me. Not for me.
Unless, listen, you know what? Let me just say this, AJ. Right? The ability is there. But boy, oh boy, is my guy achieved too quick, too soon. Just
Liao's one of them players where the manager has to get into his head, and I feel like in the Premier League things are just gonna be too intense, man. But I think he's got the quality, he's got the physical capabilities to deal with it. And obviously, if you get him like on board to do what you want to do, then you've got an amazing player.
But his mindset,
it's just risky because of his mind. It's just risky, man. Like, I've watched him in person in the Milan derby. I went to watch him, and this guy can literally just walk for 10 minutes, bro. And I'm thinking, bro, you're playing a derby. He can literally just walk for 10 minutes. And you're thinking, can you do that in the Prem? Like, can you afford and bear in mind, Liao's a moment's player as well. He's not involved in the game all the time. So that's another thing you have to think about if you're going to sign him. So, but in terms of the quality, I think he's a top, man. He's really top. I don't know.
To the San Siro, man, to watch the Milan derby,
Yeah. I went last season,
Bro, the thing about
live?
I think for me, talent player.
Sorry, 1 second. What was he like live? Like he said, was it a tactical game or were they both going at each other?
Nah, it was very tactical, bro. It was very tactical, and they picked their moments to attack. It's not, Serie A is a bit different, isn't it?
Positional and tactical.
Exactly. So they pick the moments to attack a lot of the time, and that's why when you see players like, for example, Liao, he's not involved in a 90-minute game. When he is involved, obviously they scored. He was involved in a goal, and that he's a moments player. But you don't see top players as much involved. That's why you see fast players in Serie A, they thrive. You put Colomwani in there, he looks like a world beater. You put Højlund in there, the same thing. You put Lukaku in there, the same thing.
Yeah,
because
okay, cool. By the way, I don't know, AJ, you want to say something before I move on to?
Yeah, on a quick thing, like the thing is, I hear what you man are saying in it. It's all the thing is with a lot of the players that we need. because sometimes you don't get both in it. You can't have amazing ability and also have that work rate. Sometimes it just don't go hand in hand. So it's like you might have to take a risk, especially with a winger, because we've got a lot of options already. We've got Dorgu that works, we've got Cunha that works, we've got Ahmad that works hard. At the end of the day, bro, you might just need a winger that can do something different to them, man. We've already got workhorses. We want quality, and we know that this Leao guy, if you get him into a final third, you get him in behind and Bruno plays that pass, he has final third quality. So I think it's about switching things up sometimes, I'll be real.
So, but is he good for your, like, the pace? AJ, I understand what you're saying. So we need pace, you know, and we need killer, because pace is the killer. It is the killer. Like, you'll be able to get you in a big game 1-0 up because you've got a person who can time that run and get in behind. You know, they can make that decisive, you know, things. They can determine the way the game's going to flow. But Barcola, for me, ain't the guy. Leao, for me, ain't the guy. And there is not. And Ndiaye, he don't go to goal, bro. I don't want a guy who holds walls off and does these little things for little little like highlights on YouTube and that. Like, nah,
he's a safe player. He's a safe player. I wouldn't mind him.
But that's what's available.
You know what? I would bring him on. He would be a squad player that I bring on when I want to take the
70 though. 70 million squad player.
No, that's what I'm saying to you. He's not a guy for me that I would start. Listen, I like the kid, Saeed. I like the kid from France. I'm not gonna lie. That kid was in Lille. Is it Lille he plays for that we were linked with? Was it Nice?
From Lyon. Oh
yeah,
the one that played for Lyon.
I know you're talking about the winger, innit?
He plays on the right. He comes
to the right side, innit?
Yeah,
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he's fearless.
I'll have to get you his name in a minute. Like he's got pace and finishing.
Fofana, the one that from Lyon.
Nah. There's another one. It's not him.
It's not
Fofana, bro. There's another player, bro.
There's another kid. He plays for Lille.
He plays for Lille.
But if he's on the right, then it's already bro.
He's on the left. He's a right foot. He's on the left. Plays on the left.
Akilush.
Nah, Akilush plays for Monaco.
Lille. He plays for Lille.
Fernandez Pardo.
Is that his name? Yes.
Let's check a quick comp. I don't even know who he is, man.
But you're just saying the names you're seeing in the chat.
No, I'm not. No,
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you.
Yeah. The guy who plays at Lille, we were linked with him recently.
You know his name, Jack?
I remember watching him in the Champions League and going,
Is it him?
Are you sure?
Let me actually find out who he is.
I don't know if it's Pardo.
I got him. Let's watch a comp.
When he plays for Lille, yeah?
Yeah, for Lille.
This one here,
yeah? Yeah, this kid.
Let me see what they're saying in it. Well, he's what?
How old is he?
Saeed, no, it's not him. It's not him. No.
No, we're talking about someone black. We're talking about someone black.
No, we're not talking about that's not black. He's got shade.
Nah, it was him.
Don't back out now. This
is the guy I'm talking about. Unless those comps are from years ago and it's cut his hair.
Nah, this is right now, bro.
The kid I'm talking about, Saeed, he's a left winger. He plays on the left. He comes in on his right. And his shot accuracy and shot making is unbelievable.
Bro, it was him.
It can't be this. It can't be this.
It was him.
This can't be that, bro.
I mean, it's still got a bit about him, though. But it's
just it was him, though. I don't understand. It was him.
But maybe, you know
it's
what?
The good squad. It's the good squad that player for me. That's crazy.
Listen, the kid that I'm talking about, he's got more shady. Maybe he's got hair and it looks different. But he's got like really short hair.
Who is it? It's him.
Does he play for Lille?
Yeah, the one that I'm talking about plays for.
It's
Lille.
him.
Yeah, let me know in the chat. I don't know. I can't lie to you. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, on the video, it might be an old video. So it looks like he's got hair. It looks different. He looks.
Bro, it's him, man. It's him.
He plays right wing.
It's him.
It's him, bro.
But these French.
By the way, there's some breaking news from there.
Is my man black? Is he black?
Nah.
I don't want to.
I was going to say Zaragoza, he went to Juventus.
I would have said PLM all the way.
Zaragoza, did he not? What's it called? Cute baller. Zaragoza went to Juventus, isn't it? For a loan, isn't it? So it's not Zaragoza.
Nah, it's not him.
Yeah, it's not him.
It's not him, bro. That guy we just saw is him. I'm telling you,
it's him. By the way, Laurie Whitwell has put a tweet up. He said West Ham intend to set Mateus Fernandes asking price at 80 million. due to 50.
Wait, now, you man, tell me you still want him. Say it. Tell me.
I want
United
him.
interested in 21
I
euro.
want him.
For 80 mil.
I want him.
Fucking liar.
I want him. I want him.
Do you know what it is, guys? Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not spending the money. I want him.
Nah, man. Then do you know what it is? They've set their price. Obviously, we're gonna negotiate, so they're not gonna get 80. They want to get 80, but they're not gonna get 80. I doubt
They're
it.
gonna get 80. It'll be 70.
Hopefully, anyway. I doubt
I
it.
still want him. He's tier A. If they say tier A, he's tier A then.
Yes, it's
Not for AMs.
I ain't gonna lie to you. 70 million gets a job done. I reckon 70 million gets a job done. I think you got to meet in the middle somewhere. I think they.
What you mean 70 all in? 70 all in? Like,
I think
it'll
it'll be like add-ons and that.
20
Yeah, it'll be
million
add-ons. Yeah, it'll be add-ons. It'll be add-ons. So I reckon
20
maybe.
million add-ons.
You know what I mean? But that's
Wins the
the
champs.
you got to do what you got to do. End of the day,
80 is too much, man.
You can't be begging around everywhere. You know what I mean?
Bro,
It's
they bought him for like 40 million, no?
And they're relegated. They're not going to get 80, man. They just got relegated. They're not going to get 80.
Yeah, but
They're
the
not
price
gonna
of the
get
player doesn't necessarily go down
But
that
guess
much.
what, though? Watch PSG get him for 70 or 60 million. It's Man United. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
they're saying the sell-on clause. That's probably why they want 80.
Yeah, of course. Sell him.
They're trying to factor it in. Nah, we don't care about
Yeah.
Southampton, man.
There's
Sorry.
another player. There's another player that apparently is it Morgan Rogers. He's got a big sell-on clause on his as well. There's a lot of players, bro, that it's peak for them, man. Because if they want to move, they got to factor in the sell-on clause, and that is a big hindrance to a lot of clubs. Why they do that, bro? It's like, yo, Southampton do it for Lavio. Southampton do it for a lot of players, bro. And why not? Because in the day, they can be eating later on. They'll be eating mad. So, listen, right now, we got Edison for 34 million. The next one's going to have to be around about 60. And the other one's going to be around about, again, similar, 70 million. So, it's going to be whether you choose to spend Alex Scott 50, and then maybe you could go a little bit more in terms of Mateus Fernandes. It just depends on what Alex Scott now is. Because now, this Anderson fee might have got the Alex Scott fee a little bit higher. Who knows? You know what I mean? You never know. They might say, you know what? We think that price should be that because Anderson's going for 115. So if Anderson's going for 115, we think Alex Scott's around about 70.
What, Nuruddin, how much you think Scott will go for? Because you was talking about Scott from weeks ago.
Yeah.
Nuruddin was talking about Scott from weeks ago.
No, listen, I'm only saying, from everything that I'm hearing, he's not signed a new contract yet.
Okay.
They want him to sign a new contract. He desperately wanted to go to England to try to get to England in the World Cup. He's not in the main squad, but he's training with England as we speak right now. And the rumors are that he doesn't want to sign the contract because he wants to go this summer.
Yeah. Trust me.
But Fernandes for 80 million, West Ham need to lay off the pipe. You know that crack pipe? They need to put it down. They need to put it down and go and drink some water and maybe get some sunlight and go for a hike. You know what I mean? And maybe get into some.
Once he pushes to leave and that, trust me, the price is going to go down. He's going to want to leave.
So he was in Manchester. He was in Manchester with his agent about 20 days ago, however long it was. Even before they decided that he was with his agent in Manchester.
Yeah, he knows. But yeah, didn't Alex Scott talk about Iriola and Liverpool? Yeah, exactly. We need to find out with Iriola as well. He might want to go raid his former club.
So, man, listen, Iriola, I'm absolutely you asked the question before. I'm deviled that he's gone there. I just really hope that his method.
2-year contract, by the way. 2-year contract.
Yeah, of course. Because that's what every football team is giving now. What football team is giving that length of contract? Because it's a risk. Every coach is a risk now.
But when it's Man United, for some reason we don't back the manager or you don't believe in the manager. But Iriola, they're giving 2-year contract.
No. Listen, most football clubs, Saeed.
I'm talking about rival fans.
Most football clubs, that's what the contract. Unless you get a desperate football club like Tottenham, like Chelsea, who are desperate and they need savior. They need saviors. But yeah. I think we could be in trouble, bro. But I pray that if he goes with the attitude that he went with, because you know what, he's got mad methods. So, for example, he don't talk to, if he drops you, you don't explain it. He doesn't explain the fact that you're out of the team. He's like, well, I'm only talking to the players who are going to play.
But does that work in a club like Liverpool?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say to you. So does he have to adapt now? Was that part of the interview process? Because obviously, like a proper football structure, has a list of things. How do you cope? Worst case scenario. You know, in an interview, you get asked, innit? Worst case scenario. How do you deal with these things? How do you do with taking your team? How do you do this and do? So if he's clever, one thing about him, he's clever. So was that a way that him to try to have that reputation as a, you know, like a his way or no way, because he knows what the players are. The players are there to show themselves, and the quality ones were never going to question him, because, you know, Bournemouth is a place where coaches and players go to part of the journey. That's not their final destination. You know what I mean? It's part of the journey, isn't it? It's a club where people go to and everybody's there to go and improve, show themselves, basically, to show what they can do. So he's a clever guy, but if Liverpool get in, one thing I would say about him, if you don't buy into him, then it could be problems.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
The only bad thing is that for us, is that now he's working with a guy he's worked with before. That
I know,
guy is the
for
guy
a year, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's only a year.
Yeah, but still, there's a relationship. They work together. So if they don't buy into him, the director of football already buys into him. And if Liverpool players, put their egos down and buy into him, then we could be in trouble, bro.
Yeah, because the thing is, I think for a club like Liverpool and his style of play, it absolutely suits Liverpool.
It United DNA, bro. It suits the United DNA.
True, I agree. But
DNA
I just feel like the position that he was in and where United were with Carrick, it made it difficult, because I feel like if Carrick did badly, they would have probably gone for Iraola, and I think he would have been a good manager. Obviously, he's a better coach than Michael Carrick and whatnot. But I feel like with Liverpool, where they are right now, and the style of play that Liverpool obviously have over the years, Mo Salah talking about heavy metal, all that high pressing, I think most teams will be in trouble, because this guy makes his teams run like there's no tomorrow. And I feel like when you run more, if you look at the best teams, Bayern, PSG, they run more than any other team in the Champions League. Like, they run more than any other team. And Iraola's got that kind of mindset where we got to outrun our opposition.
It's the Bielsa.
Bielsa football style.
You know what? That murder ball, bro. Murder ball.
But the top managers do it. Luis Enrique is doing it right now, and he's successful. He's got 2 Champions Leagues in a row, so it's mad.
It's the way you introduce it, bro. So it's the way if you like Klopp, you know, Klopp. People think Klopp went there and went Gagan straight away. No, the players that he adapted to them slightly. They still had to do the fundamentals. They still had to try to press, but pressing the whole game, he had to do it slowly to get the better players in. So if he was patient and tried like that way to think, okay, we're going to build up to that. Or if he tries to say now, when they're playing in 3 competition next season, when they're playing in like 3 games a week, it can burn out. And it's also what Liverpool signed. If they sign players to make up the squad so he can rotate. Because one thing about him tactically, he had to play that football to get the players to buy in. I genuinely don't think people think that he's going to be that open in defense. He's not going to be that open in defense as the way he was at Bournemouth, because Bournemouth, anything is a bonus, bro. He believed in attacking will get them because he got the best out of the players and they bought into his methods. So it's not how clever he is managing the first season. I think if he goes past the first season, a Liverpool fan sees something, then we could be in trouble.
Yeah.
But I hope he fails. I pray.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he would do well, to be fair. I think he would do really well.
I think for me, there is a lot on riding on it. Though. 1 game for a week could now to 3, managing a big club. There's all the things that people blame on Michael Carrick. I think same thing with him. Tactics go out the window when you go to a big club. Tactics go out the window.
Yeah, but Liverpool's a big club, but they're not Man United, bro. It's not the same.
No, Liverpool a big club, man. Liverpool a big
club.
Yeah,
but it's not. The pressure's not the same as Man United, bro. It's not.
I think
it's not the same, but I feel that there's still a lot of pressure still going to Liverpool, though.
Bro, like nobody talks about Liverpool like the season they've had and the money they spent.
That's true. It don't get spoken about enough. It don't.
What I'm trying to say.
We get criticized more. It's mad.
The manager, though. That's a lot of pressure. Like they were almost thinking about keeping Slot. That's even mad. Like Man United, bro, he would have been sacked a long time ago if he spent that much.
I agree.
And that's how they were playing after winning the league. Like,
I think that comes from the fans as well. I think Man United fans are crybabies. Liverpool fans are a bit more loyal to their managers.
True.
Yeah, they are.
They
want Slot gone.
They weren't making noises like Man United.
They were.
They didn't like Slot, bro. They didn't like
I watched some of them.
Bro. The stadium. I never see Liverpool guys saying
Liverpool. Listen, Liverpool.
They wanted Slot gone,
No. Listen, Musa. Liverpool because of the way that they haven't got a fucked up owners and structure like Manchester United. What they expect is that you have to show them something. They can be patient.
We're
like
writing letters, Noradine. Us man are writing letters to the club.
Listen, they would be patient. But another thing, somebody said, why Rhino?
They won the league, to be fair with him.
Yeah, but so listen, somebody just said about why they don't get covered, because a lot of producers in football media are Liverpool fans. So they're never going to shit on their own.
Yeah, they are the media darlings, yeah. 100%.
They are darlings.
Very
No, but what I will say though is
I'm that generation that peaked that long time ago.
If United were to win the league with Amarin, yeah. If United were to win the league with Amarin, I don't think people would be calling for his head the same way Liverpool would call for their head, because they've just got a little bit.
Are you kidding me?
Nah, Slot was stinky though.
And the petition to get Amarim a bloody a statue outside next to the Trinity. Next to the Trinity.
What I'm telling you now. What I'm saying is,
Amarim won the league.
Amarim won the league.
You never hear my point, man.
Amarim won the league and finished fifth next season. Man's not
the car park, all the car park to be made of Amarim's statue.
No, listen, we'd be happier. But what I'm trying to say to you is, though, they've won the league, so you have a better feeling, you have a better standard. When you don't win the league, guys, your standards go lower and lower and lower. So as a football club, naturally,
it's not that.
It's true, though. It's true.
It's not that. I'm sorry, it's not that.
How is it not?
Listen, let me explain why Liverpool fans had enough of Slot. Let me explain something. I'll break it down to simple.
Salah was a big factor.
No, it's not.
It was Salah as well, yeah.
He was involved.
The biggest thing is this. I say the same thing about Old Trafford and Manchester United. Match-going fans want to be engaged in the game.
Oh, here we go.
They need to be engaged in the game. Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
Liverpool, you have to play some sort of front foot football where the fans are engaged. Last season, I swear to God, amount of games highlights that I saw people in the cup just on their phones, messing around with their phones, not engaged. The silence of the cup, all of that. They have to feel a connection with a coach. They have to feel the connection with the way the football's, what the product on the football pitch is. I explained this the other week. Northern industrial towns, people work hard all week. They expect to be engaged. And if you're playing football around the back and messing about and you're not fighting for every ball, the minimums, what I call the minimums, what we see on the Fergie, what Manchester United always had historically, is the minimum. If the fans are not seeing that, they're going to go against you. They're going to go. Liverpool fans, they have to, same thing with most United fans that I know, they have to see something. That's why when we go to the stadium, we always like, well, please show us something for us to put our hat on and go, you know what? There is something here. Something we can get better. Knowing that we've got these Muppets, yeah? Liverpool, they've got people who own multiple different sports and they understood about a football structure. Klopp came, they explained the footballing project to him. Instead, you know what we did? Ed Woodward did to Klopp. He told him about Disney and Hollywood. He said Manchester United is like Disney World and Hollywood. And we're that size. When he went to Liverpool for the interview, Rhino, he spoke to him he said, look, this is the traditions of Liverpool. This is what the fans want. This is the type of football that we want to play. This is what engages the fans. Jurgen Klopp was like, okay, leave it with me. I played like that already with Dortmund. Yeah. And they're a northern German working class roots. So he was like, I can transfer that over. Slot didn't have to change that much. Because like I explained before, that Liverpool team that we buried, we psychologically damaged them in that semi-final. They went off the boil after that when the Ahmad goal. They lost it because they were challenging for a lot of trophies. They were there or thereabouts. And then he came in, didn't change too much, and that's why they won the league. And the reason why they won the league is because City were in a rebuild. Arsenal were doing what Arsenal were doing, had injuries and that. United are always shit where we've been shit. So that's why they won the league. How many times, Saeed, I did a watch along with you that season when Liverpool won the league saying, they're not that fucking great. They're not. But they had enough to win the league because of Salah. How many goals did Salah scored in the last 10, 11 games in the running?
Yeah, true.
So Liverpool's downfall started last season. The season before, like the season they actually won the league. Like a lot of Liverpool fans that I know were saying that the football's not that great, but they're getting it over the line.
But Musa, also what you don't have to understand is that obviously part of the team was recruited for him, and obviously Isaac had the thing with there's things that are not being planned in it. That Isaac was gonna take all that time in the summer. That he was gonna be injury prone. He's an injury prone guy. Wirtz coming. You know, it takes time for people to adapt to a league.
Yeah.
Like coming to the champions sometimes can be a lot more pressure than coming into a
Of
team.
course, and we banter clubs. We banter clubs all the time, yeah. But having Ekatike and Isak up front, fully fit, is not a joke. I don't know what anyone thinks it is. If Man United had that as their forward line, nobody would hear the end of it. You know, I'll be dumping on people week in, week out. So for us to go and play games like it's a joke to have Ekatike and Isak up front, it's not a joke. So if Iriola does what we think he's going to do, it's a problem. Like, we have to get that in our heads.
Yeah, that's true. It can click for them. He can just make it click.
Let me get these super chats in, Mandem.
And Isak as well. Isak is unreal when he's on form, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me. He even looks like he's about to start clicking. I know the thing is, after I made a video
international goal.
Yeah,
Bro,
but you know, it was a good goal, but I didn't realize who it was against when I first seen it. But it was still
but the goal, innit? The goal,
yeah,
the goal.
But the thing is, though, if you play for Isak, bro, you're gonna have a baller in there, bro. Newcastle did it, and I think Liverpool, now Salah's gone, I feel like they'll do that.
They have
bro. He's born with it, bro. They should go and get
Ekatike is mad as well. Like, we have to get real. Like, we forgot about because
another thing that we have to factor in, as I know, Saeed, you want to do the super chats, is the pressure of his price tag. That can affect him as well.
No, but you know, I think he might have even bust him there.
You know what he's all right now? He scored goals, but he just got injured. But every time he would come back, he'll get 1 or 2 goals, like Isak. Like, he will still score.
The pressure's gone, you know. I think the pressure's gone because he hasn't just been signed anymore. There's going to be someone else they signed this.
No, the pressure will be there.
No, but Saeed,
I feel like he can deal with it because now Salah was the main guy. I feel like he'll be the main guy now.
Yeah. Let me get these super chats in. Big says, big up the man. Did you hear Marada's interview? It was so surprising, refreshing to hear. Finally hear actual facts from him. 21 incoming. Come on.
Yo, listen. Put the shoe polish down and stop licking the boot, bro. Get rid of the shoe polish. Stop licking boots, bro. That ain't the day that Manchester United might be on the market again. Guy comes out. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. No, it's a coincidence, mate.
Anybody watching Cape Verde versus Spain on the 15th? Belay Vision says, we as a fan base need to make the noise and hope United put a bid in for Jeremy Mongo. United should also go for João Gomez over Anderson. João Gomez is going to Atletico Madrid. Jeremy Mongo is going to Arsenal, which it happens when you're winning stuff. It will happen. You start seeing these sort of players go to clubs where they also see, Max Dalman development as well, and Skelly and them man there. So listen, it's natural, but yeah, talented player, man. So good luck to him. Anderson isn't worth 100 million. He's not yesterday, not now, not in the future. Anderson, aka Henderson, no thanks. Never chase players who don't want to join Man United. He's not worth the time. Hit the likes and subscribe. Violence says Jack was ultimately a luxury player at City for 100 million. Makes sense for City since they have a packed squad. United have been much more pressure for that price tag. Yeah, I agree with that one as well. Just Waffle said, best reason not to get Anderson is that he wants to go to City. Tonali, Tchouameni price will be similar. 6th row is dying in the Premier League. It's more high intensity 8s that can cover ground like Rice and Caicedo. None of the Real Madrid players even made the Spain squad. Just Waffle said, look at Lewis Skelly. He snatched you Mendy's shirt, who's a traditional 6 because of his physicality, and he can make a vertical pass. In a well-balanced and coached team, Anderson will be the same. If the Glazers would pay off the debt, this wouldn't be an issue. Everyone buys shares of United and vote the shareholder meetings, $23 a share right now, says Shane. Mandem, why do you guys rate Tonali higher than Gomes? Personally, I don't see how you pick Tonali over Gomes.
Yeah, because Gomes is the more of a ball player. He's more of a ball player.
Yeah. Edison is going to surprise you all.
I hope
Bring me Musa, Luis Hall, Fernandez, another midfielder. Bruno needs to be moved forward. We need new midfield free.
What? Is he mad?
Edison, in my opinion, plays like a box-to-box, not a sitter. Important we don't renew Bruno. We have to move on. Big up George says, Delit, Mazarawi, Ahmad, Heaven, Dorgu, Le Mans. Explain to Lurin, please. Let Liverpool get Diomande for 100 million. We're all right, mate. Quality without balance is Real Madrid, Beckham, Ronaldo, Zidane, Figo, winning 0 for 3 years. Balance always defines successful teams over the over quality.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. Only Saeed's opinions can unite Riance and Saeed. Bakola's Madueke with GCSEs. Camavinga, Mateus Scott would have been a 9 out of 10 window. I see Ndiaye stink it out of Marseille. He's been okay at Everton. United need better. No Bacola, says TTM. I'm disappointed in Saeed, but how can you rate Bacola? He's rubbish. United fans would have loved watching Diamande. He's very direct, but far too expensive. Fully fit Rodrigo
shins as well. I've seen that as well.
Fully fit Rodrigo is better than Bacola and all these wingers. Also, United should go for Camavinga. He's world class. Would cost like 70 million. And Scott. And then, big up to you as well.
Listen, the only thing I would say about Diamande, Saeed, he could improve because he's a young player still, yeah? But he's not ready for Manchester United right now. I'll say that over now. And I think Bacola... How old's Bacola?
23.
To me, the biggest thing is that you can teach finishing, but you can't teach first touch control, bro.
We'll see.
I haven't watched him before. His first touch is mad. Maybe
exactly. Another lie by the.
The ball's always running away from him, bro. He's never. Come on, am I talking Maka, or are my eyes lying to me when I see?
Nah. Like I said, it's this decision before the decision. He's actually got, in terms of his, when we're saying first touch, he's actually got a good first touch. Like his first touch to bring the ball under control is good. It's normally the touch after
setting himself. Yeah.
The sequences after that is like. Mad. He's not. I hear that. He's actually a good player, but it's a lot to improve. There's a lot, and it's more mindset as well.
But like for example, look, you could say that we'll end the show with a howler. I rated Darwin Núñez. You know why? Darwin Núñez needed a finishing coach because Darwin Núñez. The biggest thing about him is that the hardest thing in football is to get into positions. You know the positions for him to miss. And I always thought he, of all people in world football, needs a finishing coach just to breathe. 1, 2, 3, and then. Wayne Rooney, I swear to God, I need to go and get that video for you guys. Wayne Rooney was like, I want to be a goal scorer at United, even if I'm playing behind the striker as a number 10. Renan Munosin took him into a room and said, listen, this is what you're going to have to do. This is how you're going to have to vary your finishes. We're going to work with you in this. And then Wayne Rooney became the top goal scorer for Manchester United history. Like, what are we doing here? You can work on certain things. But for me, the biomechanics of Bacola just doesn't seem, there's something you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem set. The kid in Germany, I think you know who he reminds me of? Vinny Jr. back in the day.
Yeah.
That's why.
But also another thing to add on to Bacola, another thing that annoys me, and I don't know if you guys watched it, but if you watch the Champions League final back, you probably see it, is some of his, and that's why we spoke about IQ, some of his movements were so poor when he was playing on the left for Nuno Mensch, when they were trying to play combinations in comparison to Kvaratskhelia. The angles he was making was really, really bad. And I don't know if you saw it in extra time, Enrique actually moved him more centrally because of it. And because he was killing some of the passes and combinations. It was like literally just shuffle yourself 2 or 3 yards, receive the ball. He was just behind the player. Like, I was just
that's why Desiree Doué, Coal Miner. I remember that period of the game. Desiree Doué went out there. Desiree Doué went out that side.
They even try to switch flanks as well. They even try switching flanks so that he don't have to come inside, that he can stay as wide as possible. I remember.
And that's something that's, if Enrique has to do that, like, that's very poor. You're 23. He's not 18. He's not 18 years old. You should be able to do those things. And that's annoying, like, because it stops the team playing the way they're meant to be playing. And it can cost you as well. So, but yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is as well,
yeah. Listen, Nusa's the guy, but can he sort his injury problems out?
Yeah. That's
those players that don't have that final third instinct. Sometimes, like obviously you said with Darwin Núñez, bro. At the end of the day, Núñez played his part in it. Like he still brings something.
AJ, he went into the positions more than anybody, bro. Liverpool with him, they were such a huge threat. Honestly, bro. Balls through, balls on the shoulder, constantly moving the defense back. It's just that soon
he was a pest. Yeah, he was a pest. Yeah,
he was constantly. I didn't know why the man that never got tired. He was always running.
If he could finish, he'll be deadly still. He'll be deadly. Yeah.
Sometimes you can't afford to lose them type of players. But look at Chelsea, bro. Jackson's similar to that. They look worse without him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Núñez to me was a level above Jackson. But the thing about Núñez is to me, it's the volume of chances. the biggest thing in football, I would get worried if that type of player is not getting the chances. But to me, if you're getting the chances, it's about just level of breathing and sorting out your set and then hitting the ball and working with a coach again. Because I'm honestly, I studied sports psychology, right? And there is something called mental imagery at the top level, yeah? For example, David Beckham used to sit there. This is the research that I've done at Loughborough University. Beckham will be sat on a couch here, and they will go through in his mind, because it's a technique you have to learn. It's mental imagery. You imagine everything when you're on a football pitch. And they do it with golfers a lot, potting, right? They do it with golfers a lot. And Beckham, so what they had all these things attached to him, yeah? And they could see exactly the same type of muscles would move when he was imagining those things. And with finishing, with penalties, you can do it.
Because they know where the goal is, isn't it? Yeah.
You could do it. It's just about those seconds. And to me, Darwin Núñez, I rated him because that is the biggest thing. The biggest thing in football is, can you shift the back four? Can you get in behind him? Can you, because you go out and make the runs from left, so from right to left, and then from left to right, both ways he would do it. And he would play on the shoulder. And Liverpool don't have that.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, people, man. It's been a lit show, man. It's been a very lit show. Nuruddin, big up to you, man. Are you live? When are you live next? Big up, man.
You know what? I'm gonna see. I mean, if any breaking news comes out in it, I might go live later on. But yeah, I'm off to the cinema to go and see Back Rooms. This psychological thriller horror thing.
Okay, big up, man. Big up United Real Therapy, people. Rhino, big up to you, man. Love.
Always. Big up the chat as always, man. Big up with the Mandem. Interesting conversation, man. But yeah, you lot smash the likes, man. Big up the guys as always, man.
Yeah, but listen, I just want to say big up everybody as well. But I did a 2-hour show last night, 2-hour show. So go on, people. Go and watch it. Go and check it out. We debated everything about the midfielders. We talked about the breaking news, obviously, about the business of Manchester United, who's going to buy Manchester United. I think just need investment. I've had a chat with Musa in the chat. So Glazers are doing glazing, man. They need somebody to pay for that stadium. Jim the racist rat is broke. His company has lost 18 billion pounds. He ain't got the money for the stadium.
Yeah.
Neither of the Glazers.
They have increased our profits a little bit though, but I don't want to trigger you. Don't want to trigger you.
No. They have to, listen, but Rhino, that shows you. Anytime they're so bad, the market reacts and goes, "Oh, the market jumps up."
Yeah.
The value on, because if they're going, because everybody knows, even the markets know how bad they've been for Manchester United. What does that tell you?
Yeah, absolutely. AJ, what you got coming up, bro? Let them know where they can find you.
Come, man. Obviously, whenever I'm not here, sometimes I'll be on Kick. So if you don't have a Kick account, go follow me on Kick. AJ Knows Ball, man. Live on there at 9 p.m.
Yo, AJ, tell me about Kick, man. What's going on? Is it a good platform?
Bro, obviously, I was on Twitch before. It says I was on Twitch before. No, the video is when I go on Kick to do like non-football content in it or like IRL stuff.
Yeah,
okay. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you can follow AJ on the Kick, people. Musa, also news at 10 coming out as well. So big up Musa.
Yeah. I'm just dropping. I'm just getting ready for the season coming up, so I can be more consistent. But I've always got videos dropping here and there.
BLMFC.
I told man, you see all of this midfielders with no IC3 in the middle of the park. Man, they better know what they're doing. It's not a joke because
they get it wrong.
When we, like someone mentioned it earlier, not to get caught up. They said that everyone we're linked with sounds like they'll do better next to Edison, but they won't do good like the other way around. So
AJ said it.
Yeah, so I feel like this is why for me, Baleba's that type of player as well, where everyone we're linked with, if they're lining up next to someone like Baleba, you know you're going to get the best out of them. So that's why we need that type of player. We can't only have one of them. We need to, because if my man gets injured, who's stepping in? Like if Edison's out, we need to have another one of those type of players.
So Musa's basically saying, can these men in midfield survive a night out or like 2 o'clock walk to the shops in Croydon, in Moss Side, in South?
It's soft.
It's
That's
true,
what
it's
he's
true.
basically saying. Can they survive?
Yeah, listen, I'm just saying, it sounds all nice, but when you line up with Bruno Fernandes in a 10 and Fernandes and someone like Alex Scott behind him, brother, it could be a long day.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah. Facts.
Even if you have possession, bro.
yeah,
I'm
Trust
telling
me.
you, if United get Alex Scott, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
No, but if you
Honestly.
get Alex Scott, yeah, that tells me that you're getting you're trying to play ball. But if you're trying to play ball, there's a level of coaching that's going to need to take place. It's not just
Well, you can
freestyle.
also do the other side of the game. You can do the other side.
Holland's
really
gonna
well.
win, man. Don't worry, man. Holland's gonna fix it, man. You get me?
Listen, Saeed's best friend is gonna fix it. Omar, that's why he's been coming out. Saeed
Sure.
will do a
Omar
video
brother.
later about Omar. Mr. Potato Head.
Baller, big up to you, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone. Make sure you follow me YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Obviously on the YouTube, Real Madrid enthusiast. So I talk a lot about Real Madrid, and yeah, man, I'm a tactical, tactician in it. So I always talk about, tactics and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, check out the channel, man. Trying to post every day, every other day, and then the World Cup content coming as well. So yeah, man, love.
The only thing that I would say, bro, I think you're not just that. You're also a football investigator, and your content convinced me that the Premier League, PGML.
I'm glad.
I'm telling you, I was. You know what? I watched 3 videos. Or how many videos did you do together? Was it 3
I've
or 4?
done like
conspiracy.
now.
Yeah, so I watched 3 of them, and I was like, yeah,
I'm sold.
there's too many incidents that you got clips of. I'm like, yo,
Bro,
what's
facts.
going on here?
Facts.
Yeah.
And
Nothing
I
goes
remember
past
that
him.
thing I remember that statement that the Premier League chairman made, that we need every so many years, we need a new winner.
Every 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, 5 years, yeah. So people, make sure you follow Coop Baller. Make sure you follow everyone. The Mandem Rants is going live with Tech Zeno. Big up everyone.
Big up Fly Perella, Saeed, one of the diehard URT people. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
big up, man. Happy birthday.
Yeah, big up, bro.
Big up.
Big up to you. Listen, I'll catch you lot tomorrow. Any breaking news will be there, man. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.